We live.
All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, becoming week in and week out to prophesy a downfall of America. But of course, first and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Ba'akadash. We're going to say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, with Woo Well for teaching us the truth. And of course, to say peace and blessings and salutations to Akimate that's pushing his truth throughout the full corner, sincerely to the best of their ability, scattered throughout the full corners of the earth. They want to say Shalom. Okay, we know that, like I said, these, like I said, these past couple of days or a few days, we had the Day of Atonement, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, when brothers was catching hell, but I pray that, the brothers that were catching hell, how you say, kept their integrity and endured, because, again, this is something minor, but like I said, part of the Day of Atonement is to what? Suffer, right? Suffer all the sins that we did, and to make sure, like I said, that we pray and ask for forgiveness, man. Okay, because the times that we head into, like I said, are serious times, man. Okay, and the Lord is prepping us, man. That's why the scripture says wisdom and knowledge shall be the disability at times, man. So we have to take the things that we have taught and learned very seriously, man. Especially about the things about what's to come. But of course, like I said, starting off, man, starting with these Edomites, man, like I said, these Edomites are really getting mad, man. They're really getting frustrated, man. And it's a beautiful thing, man, because now they can see and feel that their freedoms are really being stripped away, man. Because what? The curses are finally starting to fall upon them, man. And now they're really getting upset, man, with basically Sleepy Joe, man. And rightfully so. Go ahead.
I just want to add on, if I may. The brothers bringing out the Day of Atonement, and, it's basically affliction upon ourselves. So I picked up the word of affliction in the Edom line, and the definition is misery, sorrow, pain, distress. So with this day, high holy day that just passed, we had to put affliction, we had to put stress on ourselves. We had to put sorrow upon ourselves. And not for the bad of us, but for the betterment, for correction of us going off. Us correcting our ways.
Hey, get Luke chapter 5 verse 35 real quick. This might have been, Lord willing, it was the last Day of Atonement in captivity, but we the fasting don't stop there. Brothers should at least try to fast at least once a week from now on, here on out, because of the times that we're about to get into. All right, the Lord's getting ready to come back. It's destruction. It's going to come down hard, so it shouldn't be. As soon as the Day of Atonement's over, we'll be back to eating cheeseburgers every damn day. This is the time to afflict your soul, basically, as much as you can, really. Now, of course, you ain't gonna overdo it. We're in this flesh, but you should be picking at least one day out of the week to fast some type of way, whether it's a complete fast, because that's the best fast, because it clears your mind, or water fast. These are the times that we're in, all right? Back in that Luke 9.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 5, verse 35. Red letter, so it's the Lord Yahweh Mashiach speaking. But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast in those days.
And right now we don't have Yahweh Shai. That's the bridegroom, right? We're the bride. We're those wise virgins waiting for our bridegroom to come deliver us. So why do we fast? Because we're in mourning. We're in affliction. So it's a high holy day of ours to not eat, not drink, which is you actually feel good after you do it. But you should make that a habit right now, because the times that we're in, it may come a time where you're not able to eat. You may have to go days without eating just because of the situation that you're in. So you want to get used to that feeling any goddamn way, because it ain't gonna be easy, man. What we're about to endure.
I don't know that how you say brothers may have different afflictions. How you say it may be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, economically. Some different type of way, man. But at the same time, though, like I said, we all suffering. And trust me, like I said, the Lord will make you suffer, man, to get you back in reality. That don't forget you're still in captivity. Hey, because the scripture says it's easy. Because what? It's easy for the Lord to give you something, and quote unquote, it's easy for the Lord to, I say, to take it away, man. go fast, man. Something that you really hold dearly. Let's say how you say put your whole life into it. Say, yeah, work hard for this and that. All of a sudden, hey, well, some of this, that, take it away. They can really mess you up.
But get Job the first one because it's really Satan. Satan coming to test you because Satan isn't going to come test you in a way that's easy. Right? If he knows you don't give a fuck about, let me just throw an example of that. If he knows you don't give a fuck about going to the club, he ain't going to entice you with the club. That ain't going to do shit for you because you already don't give a fuck about the club. You care about, whatever you may care about. That's where he's going to, tempt you at. That's what he's going to throw. That's what he's going to throw in your face. Your children, your loved ones, going out with friends you want to, whatever it may be. That's how he's going to come get you. With the shit you do care about. That's how it works. He's going to come to you and offer you some shit that you don't even give a fuck about. How does that work? How the devil going to get you like that? That ain't a good deal for him. Now he going to offer some shit you care about. Hey, look, man, I give you this. As long as you, forsake the Lord. You be able to keep your job. You be able to keep your children.
Right.
You be able to keep, the people that you like in this world around you. They'll continue to like you. Right? A lot of people don't like forsaking this world. They'll be in this truth. For over a decade, we're still, doing the same nigga shit. Still going to nigga hangouts and they off time, still being niggas because they really haven't departed from the world. But see what happens with that is a lot of guys use excuses. Yahweh Shai home sinners. First of all, you ain't Yahweh Shai. You don't have the spirit Yahweh Shai is now. You gotta understand there's coming a time when you all gonna have to completely detach from those niggas because they're not rooted in anything. And if you haven't decided to detach from that, guess what? It's gonna be harder when that time comes. Because those niggas are gonna come around and they gonna know you. They gonna know where you at. They gonna be asking you questions, and they're gonna be a thorn in your side. And it's just not people you know. It could be anything that's in this world. That's why the Lord says you're gonna have to detach wholly, 100%. You can't be 1 foot, still teetering. It don't work like that, man. It don't work like that. The Lord gonna force you to detach.
Yeah, I just want to add on. What the devil does, he entices. I looked up the word entice real quick online. It says to incite or instigate, but this is the point I wanted to get. Because the brother brought out how the devil's not going to try to entice you into something you're not into, right? The point I wanted to get to was to incite, and at the end of the day, he's going to get you where you're excited about something that you want. It's not about something that you don't care about. If you like women, the devil will entice you onto women. Something that will make you go off. That's all I wanted to do.
It's work. And we all like women. Every man likes women. That's what it's supposed to tell you.
It says also to allure or to attract.
Yeah. Every man likes women, so that's what the scriptures say. The fall of man became after a woman. The greatest men that live on this earth have failed because of women. So that's one of the devil's old tricks. On a woman, it never fails though. It'll only fail against the elect, but even the elect falls. He said, the scripture say a just man falls 7 times. Hey, that's what that trick. That's one of his favorite chords, a woman. Right? Yeah. Especially when he knows that you're in such a low state, and you don't, and we're bound by Esau's rules and his society and his empire, and what he says a relationship is, a monogamous relationship between a man and a woman. And you look at these old couples that be at home, they be miserable. I be doing my routes, the man is outside faking like he cutting his grass just because he want to get away from her. You see it daily, like they're miserable, they're not happy. Because really, you ain't for women. A man is not supposed to be up under a woman all day, every day, 24/7 a week. Right. There's something called spice. Like if let's say like you ain't seen a woman in a week, y'all get together, that fire, like oh shit. Add a month to that, you see that fire. You supposed to keep time away from your woman. It keeps that shit fresh. So you got multiple women in a righteous society where you're able to provide for them. Each one of them are going to have periods where they're not dealing with you, but they're thinking about you and waiting for you to come on to them. This society tells you to go get a woman that's been used and abused, and you stay with her for the rest of your life, and now you just bored, and both of y'all are bored. You done fucked her upside down, left, right, flipped her all over, right? And now you feel, I'm craving something else. Why do you think so many people men, quote unquote, cheat? This word cheat. Why do you think so many men go out? Because it doesn't fulfill. A man has to do manly things, has to go out, man. You know, live. Not just be up on that goddamn woman all damn day under a household. Just because Esau says it's to be so. I seen a clip of this Ishmaelite dude, and he was with his wife, and he was holding the camera. He said, "Look, I want y'all to hear this. My wife said she wanted some friends. She wanted to have friends to go out with, meet her friend." And he panning the camera, my second wife, and the second wife just smiling like that. He's like, "Baby, you happy?" She said, and the wife just was looking, you know what I'm saying? She said she wanted friends. He went and got her a friend. Now you got somebody to talk to, a sister wife. And they both was bad and covered up. He was happy, and the second wife was happy than the mother. She was, you know?
But the first wife wanted her own friends. That's what she was talking about. That's what she.
You want to do what Esau says the women can do well with your women. That girls trip spirit. Right. Go whore, slide up and down different dicks. Hey, you remember we was out Richmond camping, right?
Yeah, kind of.
And she just had got married. And they all came around. She came to me. She said, "Slap me on my ass." I said, "Hell no."
Oh yeah, kind of.
The other friend was like, "I ain't married, slap on my." So I slapped her on her ass. She wasn't married, but the one with the fucking, she had the whole shit still on. Like it was her. What's the party before the marriage? The bride party, whatever.
No. No, it is me have fun before you
Bachelorette?
Yeah, the bachelorette. It was the bachelorette party night. They come as a crowd of them, and she got to get up and "I'm getting married tomorrow. Smack me on my ass." I said, "Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you?" I said, "No, almost, you know." But that's what they do. That's what society teaches you to do.
It's a lot of bridal bachelorette parties where women doing more than asking for a man to slap them on the ass.
Oh yeah, they fucking niggas.
Yeah. I mean, you can look it up. It's on video. Where the women they out there, they are having sex with other men because it's their last hurrah. You know, on camera.
Yeah. But the point of me saying that is we're out in the open, and you're with your friends. So you're showing you have no respect for the man that you straight out in the open. Slap me on my ass. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So that's what happens. That's what happens when matter of fact, get Isaiah, what is it? The turn of your things should be esteemed as surely you're turning your things upside down. What is that, 31st chapter? If it ain't, look it up. Surely your things are turning things upside down. You know? Because we live in a society where everything's totally torn upside down. What do you slip that call for?
Oh yeah, you wanted Joe on this one.
Yeah, get that Joe.
And it says, this is Job chapter 1 verse 6, and it says, "Now there was a day when the sons of the Most High came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, From going to and fro in the earth, and walking up and down. And the Lord said unto Satan, Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect man, an upright man, one that feareth the Most High, and esteemeth evil?" I mean, issue of evil.
Yeah, Satan ain't got to go to the Most High. Talk about the 2/3, and the rest of these heathens they already given to wickedness. They don't fight their lust. They don't fight their iniquity. They just give into it. Whatever, if something, I want to indulge in porn. They don't fight. I want to fuck my neighbor's wife. They don't fight. Right? I want to steal this. They don't fight. They just do it. You know? We all sin, but you have to fight it. You know what I'm saying? You don't just do it. You know what sin is. You have to at least fight it. Don't just do it. Continue. You pray on it. But see, these people in the world don't do it. That's why they're extras. That's why the Lord told Ezra, "Let the multitude perish which is born in vain." Really, what's your purpose? If I ask the common American, what is your purpose? They ain't got no answer. You have no purpose because America's through. America's fucking destroyed, man. It's already destroyed. In the scriptures, it's already written that Babylon has been burnt with fire. In a different realm, it's already happened. We just playing out in this realm, you know. Shit is already happened. It's already written.
That's what the scripture says. What? We're going to heal Babylon, but what? She cannot be healed for sake.
This bitch is already burnt up.
There's too much wickedness going on, and like I said, hey, the scripture said even itself, if Babylon would continue, like I said, it would be more wickedness on the earth, to the point where they're what? Should have been like Sodom and Gomorrah, and this is what? No flesh shall be saved, man. So America can't basically cannot continue, man. You know how you say he's gonna have his breaking points at some point, man. Because like I said, the earth will be destroyed. You see what this devil has done to the earth, you know. Like I said, famine is on the way. Like it's, you know what I mean. He's already talked about shortage of water. You know, you see how, like I said,
all that shit is manufactured. It is no shortage of milk. It's all manufactured. This nigga, except for the family, the Lord is actually plaguing these crops and shit. But a lot of this shit, Esau is manufactured. He's holding shit hostage, right? And the reason was, like, don't make the way the society is, because as the rulers saw the people, what have they been taught? Just like we was talking in the chat earlier on your nickel. How disrespectful is you got Thomas Jefferson on your nickel, a slave owner, then on the back of it, you got his plantation owners. The money that you spent, but you niggas are come up and say you free. That's why you niggas need death too. We don't respect no nigga. We don't respect no black person. We ain't playing games with you niggas. Either you gonna repent or the Lord gonna kill you. We ain't dilly-dallying with y'all. Fuck you. Alright, either repent or get your ass up the street or get cursed. How many of you niggas kept the Day of Atonement? How many of you niggas kept any of the feast days this past week? Y'all ain't kept shit. If you fucking American, man. That's why the Lord gonna destroy y'all. All y'all care about is right around your goddamn little cars on Saturday, fulfilling your pointless lives. Ain't doing shit. You don't have no morals. You have no standards. You wanna rap Nicki Minaj all goddamn day. It's crazy, man. It's insanity. What is your life based upon? That's why everything is totally out of order. You rapping about rhymes that you rapping another nigga rhymes. He rapping about how many rollies he got. You ain't even got the shit, but you rapping the shit. And living your life off that, trying to obtain that, which that shit don't even make him happy. Where you think that song "More Money, More Problems" come from? Because in this world, more money is not helping you, man. If your soul is corrupted, you're gonna continually have demons on you, man. You'll continue to try to gravitate towards shit that ain't gonna fulfill you. Why you think these men can have sex with all different type of women, these women can have sex with all different type of men, and they still not happy? Buy whatever they want, still not happy. You got dudes out here buying their women purses every week. How many purses does a bitch need? That shit ain't making her happy. Just like that bitch shot Sweet. The nigga Quavo bought her whatever he bought, a truck, Range Rover, whatever the fuck. Oh, you see the footage? Oh my gosh, he the best man ever. Then they break up a month later. It's all vanity, man. Oh my gosh, you're the best man ever. Yeah, that Valentine's Day shit. Rose petals down, make your shit blow up tonight, man. You got Valentine's Day, rose petals all down the floor. Oh, you so, I love you. Then they break up the next month. Nigga get on one knee, propose, they prepare a wedding, they get married, have all their cousins and aunties and uncles at the wedding, then they get divorced 5 years later. It's all vanity here. All this shit is a fucking show. It's to put on for people. None of it's real. That's why Solomon said it's all vanity. We're looking for a life that actually matters, man. Our life don't matter here. And y'all finna find that out the hard way. The devil, he ain't about to keep playing games with your ass anymore. This devil is wicked. He trying to goddamn enslave every goddamn man. He wants his new world order instituted now.
You heard what he said. Our patience is running thin.
I ain't talking about that though, because he's low level.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the elite.
Yeah, of course, you know.
They about to push him out the way.
God.
All right, nigga, we done using you. Now let's bring in this goddamn bloodshed. Let's bring in this death. Let's drop a bomb in this city. Let's let loose these fake domestic terrorists. Let's shut the lights off in this part of America, and this part of this country, and this part of the earth. Let's bring death. Let's release a real plague out here. And that's when it's gonna be too late for you people, man. Well,
And it says,
time for games is over, man. The Lord been showing hella signs. He been for years. He been having blood moons, super moons, and all type of natural. What more does the Lord have to do? You got Haiti, earthquakes, children are crushed. Little 5-year-old children are crushed in the building. So what more does the Lord have to show you that these are the times he was talking about? What it just hasn't come to America like that heavy because this is the prized possession the Lord wants to hold for last to make the great example of. This bitch is gonna get it the worst. Y'all look at the mother, oh my God, the earthquake over there, the storm over there, and all this over there. Wait till this shit hit America. It ain't gonna be no dialing 911. Cause they gonna have a whole bunch of black bitches in there that ain't gonna answer. You seen that in Texas? I mean, wherever it's bitch, she ain't picking up she's hanging up on niggas. Ain't gonna be no 911, ain't gonna be no fire department. Police ain't gonna give a fuck. Police already quit. And everything is all divided here over this goddamn potion. Which this shit ain't even kicked up yet. You wait until they about to release more mandates. You wait until these people start going to these government buildings with guns, right? And then that's when he gonna bring a false flag and shut all this shit down. All right, enough is enough. Enough talking. Because that's what he's gonna have to do. Because too many people are not with it. You have a lot with it, but then you have too many that ain't with it. So he's gonna say, okay, I know how to get y'all with it. Let me bring death. Because the scriptures speak about the world taking the MOB. So what is he gonna have to do to get the world to take the MOB? Bring death. Put more fear in people. He knows what to do. He just crank up and down a little bit. Oh, this don't scare me enough. That's why you still got people standing up against it. Well, let me turn up the knob a little bit. See what you're gonna do when you're faced with death. Over 90% of this world is gonna take that mark. So if something major is gonna happen where all these people cave the fuck in.
And it says, verse 8, and it says, and the Lord said unto Satan, hast thou considered my Job servant, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect man and an upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil.
This ain't even what we was prophesying. This is a prelude to the destruction. And you niggas already know. You niggas already folding like paper. And this ain't shit. Hey, just like that video, hey, if you want to get purified, you gotta be in the middle of the fire. We barely over the stove, you know? Go ahead.
Verse 9, it says, then Satan answered the Lord and said, doeth Job fear the Most High for naught? It says, hast not thou made an hedge about him and about his house?
And there's a lot of guys that's in these Israelite camps. Really, y'all didn't have a hedge around y'all. Ain't nothing been happening to us. I mean, you got certain instances where some brothers actually go through some real hard instances, but for the majority, ain't shit been happening to brothers. So Lord been having a hedge around you, a hedge of protection because you've been doing the work. But guess what? What you saying about the soul?
And it says, again, verse 10, hast thou not made an hedge about him and about his house and about all that he have on every side? Hast thou blessed the works of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land? But put forth thine hand now, and touch that all he hath, and he will curse thee in thy face.
See? Touch him, Lord. You got a hedge around him. Touch him. Let me touch him. Let me put hands on him, Lord. And that's what the Lord gonna allow Satan to do. Some of us gonna get thrown in prison. Some of us, we gonna get touched. This hedge ain't gonna be around us like that for just the whole time throughout Jacob's trouble. You're gonna have to go through shit. You're gonna have to get touched, man. Hey, the scripture say the elect is gonna make it. The scripture say the elect is gonna get fed, right? But you're gonna have to get touched. The scriptures don't say when you're gonna get fed. The scriptures say that it don't say how long it's gonna take for you to get delivered out of a situation. You may be sitting in a dire situation for a hot minute. What you gonna
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know, how you say the Lord's prevalent, how you say, you mean the Lord may throw incidents, not serious as what's about to come, but you know, like throw this incident there. I mean, to see how you say we can keep our integrity, man, and not curse the Lord. Because some days, you know, how you say you gotta fight your flesh and your demons sometimes. You know, what I mean, they be saying, "It's the Lord." You know, oh, you see, I mean, I'm saying, you know, roughly paraphrase. You know, I'm thinking a scenario. You know, maybe like demons say, "You curse the Most High." You see what the Most High did to you, right? You did all this, you curse the Most High. You know, you do all this. How you say, go mad, go crazy. You know, but that's what He wants you to do. But at the same time, like I said, you gotta, like I said, fight that demon, man, and actually use your, of course, your spiritual mindset. It's like, nah, I can't. For example, let's say something happened, right? What's the point of me cursing out the Lord, knowing that, like I said, it's not gonna do anything? You know, how you say? But you get what I'm trying to say?
But you a sinner at the end of the day, so you ain't got no business even cursing. Even think about that. You deserve anything the Lord bring your way. All the wickedness we done did in our past life, and we still sin now. So you ain't got no business getting mad at the Lord for what He put you through. Because if you part of your elect, hey, Scripture say He ain't gonna put you through nothing you ain't able to bear. You know, that's a nigga in the world. You got these fucking niggas do the most niggerish shit. Then when a little something happened to them, why God, why would you do this to me? What the hell are you talking about, man? You deserve way more than that. Y'all niggas have no more, but they talk about street code. The street code. Nigga, y'all have no morals. The biggest street dudes are the biggest rats. Watch the Mafia documentaries. All them niggas ratted. The Godfathers, all them niggas ratted. Kingpins, all them niggas ratted. Street code. Y'all have no type of ethical morals at all. Because if you don't base your life off of the standards of Yahweh Shem Shai, how can you? You have no foundation. All you niggas do is talk. That's why niggas say something Monday and change up the next Monday. How many niggas done got stabbed in the back by a nigga? Hey man, you told me you was gonna do that for me, man. You ain't do it. Nigga ain't keep his word. Right, because that nigga don't really have morals. At the end of the day, that nigga in it for himself. He loves himself. These people don't love the Most High. They love themselves. They want to make themselves look good in this world. For the eyes of who? Other people who don't mean shit in the eyes of the Lord. All y'all motherfuckers gonna get tormented. Give a fuck how high you are, how low you are. We done had homeless people come up against us. They ain't got shit, but you coming up against us, trying to fight us, spit it. You know what I'm saying? So fuck y'all too. Who the fuck are you homeless? Take that over to the Lord, man. Go ahead.
God, I was in on that.
The Lord is not a respecter of person, man. Everybody finna get this book. I'm gonna spit a curse people out today, man.
God, I got something. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. It says, "Hear, O heavens."
Them old devils across the street, they was in Jim Crow. They didn't see what the fuck the Negroes was happening over in America. But they try to act oblivious. Let's just all get along. All this shit y'all that reap from y'all forefathers. I see the big houses they live in. Don't work. Either my woman do not work. Be in the crib every fucking day ordering Amazon, man. Every fucking house. Like, what the fuck? Don't none of you. I mean, every house. They in the crib, bro. With the children.
I believe it.
Nigga woman in Walmart trying to survive. Working at the register. Why? Because they inherited all these houses. They inherited these lands. Go look at these neighborhoods. You just think they just got that shit from hard work?
No, hell no.
They inherited the money to start their businesses that they got. They inherited the money to send their kids to school.
Yeah.
Where they get that money from? Their forefathers. And their forefathers owned up the chain line from this free labor y'all got. Only that shit. Then you got the ones that say, my parents came over here and they built up from the bottom. Right? They didn't slave nobody. They came here and they built shit on the... How did America get built up for your family? Bring their nasty ass over here. It was already stolen, bitch. So you still reap from what your forefathers did. And when you got over here, a system of Edomite supremacy was already set up for you to be able to get certain deals, enter into certain secret societies. Because another thing with these Edomites, they have little clubs, little city hall meetings, right? Where they cut Jake out and they talk about the police force. They talk about the fire. How can we get Lil Johnny in the fire department in a high position? How can we get Lil Johnny to be a sheriff in the city? How can we get Lil Johnny to be a judge in this province here? That's the shit they talk about in their city hall meetings and they private golf clubs when Jake ain't around, they country clubs, right? But they go to their little secret bars and they have their little beers together. They don't talk about nigga shit. They talk about how they can keep y'all ass down and rise their own people up. I was watching a documentary about how all the colleges, all the top universities, Stanford, it's all rigged. They was paying this one Edomite dude, all these Edomite parents was paying this one Edomite dude to get their dumbass kids right into this college. He was faking athletic spots for them. We got a spot on the rowing team because people ain't gonna check it. You know, rowing's not a big sport. We can slide him in this spot and say he got an athletic spot, an athletic scholarship, and they hit this nigga off hundreds of thousands of dollars and he put him right in the school. Meanwhile, Jake can't even get in community college.
No, that's where the girl from Full House got arrested.
Yeah.
They were paying,
she was messing with the same people.
Yeah, they were paying that God to pass the kids in the test so they could be on a certain level.
Yeah.
And to add on, like you're saying, what do you think all them fraternities is for? The Skull and Bones, the little Greek fraternities had the Edomites, right? I'm not talking about Jake. You know, that's a whole nother thing. It's the same. It's the same, but it's different. All that is for networking. You know, my nephew comes in here and he bumps head with my best buddy from college. We're both in high positions. You know what I mean? Oh, let me get him in here. Let him do his little wicked stuff because it's a whole ritual. And all that fraternity stuff, all it is a precursor for Freemasons. It's all networking.
They got their private clubs, even down to their base Edomites. I'm watching a show called Boardwalk Empire, and all the Edomites that run Atlantic City got something to do in these certain areas. Whether it be the mayor, the judge, they own some type of business, fishing company. His son ain't shit. His son ain't got shit. Because it's his son, he allowed his son to come sit in the meetings. Right. And they propping him up to be the guy.
Right.
You know? And Jake ain't involved in none of this shit, man. This is what goes on. Why you think they got these top positions in these jobs, in these companies?
Okay, quick reset.
It's a private club and you ain't in it. From the top Edomites to the lower Edomites. And the Edomites that ain't got shit because they just lazy and don't want to do shit. Because it's been very easy for them to make it in America.
Or they were screw ups.
Yeah, it don't get more easy. Either they was drug addicts, screw up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All you had to do was be Edomite. You could thrive in this bitch. Because they don't even play. They don't play fair. They cheat their way through every fucking thing. Here it is the whole time. We thought these motherfuckers was actually smart going to hit Harvard and all this shit. They been paying. And then the chick you're talking about, they already rich. So her daughter didn't even need to go. That was just something she wanted on her resume. Because when I was watching the documentary, it was like, yeah, we just want this on her resume. And the bitch, she's famous on YouTube, so she's getting YouTube money. She's getting hundreds of dollars. You know what I'm saying? But here it is, you got kids. You had the kids that's been studying day and night, red eyes, bugged the fuck out, was able to get the right score to go to that college, but they lost the spot because this Edomite family paid for their kids. So don't tell me about this society being good, because this society is based on lies and deceit.
You know, as they say sometimes, it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
All these companies, who you think own these companies that's on these streets? And then own the shares of that company. See, niggas don't think about shit like that though. For a company to be built on a certain block, somebody has to invest in it, own shares of that. That's why everything's on the stock market, which the Rothschilds created that shit. They own shares of it.
Yeah, about what you said, make it quick, it's about, hey, again, this part of the curses. This Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 43 says, the stranger that is within thee shall get, the stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low. You know, that's what happens, man. Like I said, evil is on top, and no matter what Jake try to do or try to get in that certain position, no matter if you work hard or not, sometimes how you say that, it's not gonna happen, man. You know? Again, society was not made for us, man. We're here to ultimately serve our captivity. But Jake always trying to go, you know, I say Jake always think it's I know how to say it, but I say Jake always got to find an excuse. Yeah. excuse.
Even your favorite celebrities like Oprah and shit. Oprah went over there to what was it? Spain, Europe, and they bitch you in here stealing. Edomites in the store claim Oprah stealing. We're showing you just a nigga. You famous in America, they looking at you, bitch, we don't know you. You stealing. LeBron James got a fucking rat as his advisor. All these years, niggas ain't know this nigga got a fucking rat telling him what to do.
Yep.
But this is your precious LeBron James though. These niggas got Edomites telling them what the fuck to do. They had these little problems. When he was 18 years old, coming out of high school, they met with him. Hey, Kwame Brown was talking about it. He said these Edomites, because he was the first high school draft pick. They say these Edomites took him to some like Mediterranean restaurant. It was a Greek restaurant. He sat down. He's like, what the fuck? He got no burger. No goddamn. He's like, I'm a country boy. I'm no goddamn barbecue shit. He's like, no, this is. I don't want this shit. I don't want none of this shit. He said they started looking at him weird from that moment on. He's like, hey, I couldn't vibe with this shit. So they try to get you early. These music companies, you have meetings. When you sit down in these meetings, who you think you looking at? You looking at Edomites. They allow you to go through that next door. This is their society. Jake ain't had the money to start no record companies without Esau. You niggas, what year did rap start? The 70s? Late 70s? Niggas was rapping on the block. You couldn't take it nowhere. Nigga, you ain't got no money. You and your fucking Kango. You had to go to who?
Yeah.
Esau. We got the money to get y'all started up.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's how it always is.
Come on, Run DMC.
Yeah.
And we want y'all to go on a record with this dude Kid Rock too.
Yeah.
Make you more global.
That's what any business. What you gotta do? How you say you gotta get your license from who? The devil, man.
Exactly.
The IRS. You gotta pay. Like I say, you cannot start a business. Like I said, unless you go to the devil, no matter what it is.
Exactly. You gotta go through him. You want a commercial of your business? You gotta go through him. And what does he come with? A pen and a contract. And that contract is to entrap you. You do one thing that nigga don't like, it's in the contract. All right, we taking everything away from you, nigga. And he makes examples out of all your celebrities too. R. Kelly. Hey, Michael Jackson. They told y'all he was fingering little boys at the butt, sticking his rod in the, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not excluding Michael Jackson because he was in that industry too, but anything Esau put his news blasting and negative about Jake, don't believe that shit. Because he the biggest liar on the fucking earth. Look at Jake, he doing this, doing it. Nigga, what are you doing? Go ahead,
Nigga, how you say? What's it say? Somebody posted on a meme. Somebody said that niggas worship celebrities rather than the Most High.
Niggas started a whole Me Too movement with the face of the Jake, Bill Cosby, and all these niggas. But Esau been touching motherfuckers since his inception. How is Jake the face of the Me Too movement? When Esau is the main person touching these women in the military, these chiefs, right? These senior chiefs touching on the young sailor women. I used to hear about these stories all the time.
Mr. Rogers. Remember back in the day, Mr. Rogers, he got caught touching the kids. You know what I mean? And he was supposed to be the poster boy of the nice guy. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
He get you that song, you start off and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's that pipe, the Pied Piper.
You go to these jobs, any of these jobs, man. That's the real Me Too. These heads of these companies, they touching on these women. Hey, look, you want to rise up, give me a blowjob. That's what goes on in this world, man.
That's
If you see the nigga woman in a high position in any of these top businesses, how can she say I'm in business? She working up in New York City, one of them tall businesses. She ain't just get there without fucking something. I'm telling you that right now. She had to fucking something special. Because when you work, when you put your all into something, and you realize you finally get to that point, and that's who's standing in your way, and if you don't do what they say, you back to what? Working at Subway? Because you in college debt, you done put everything into this profession. And you tell me, look, I'm the, do what I say you in. You don't, you have to do it. What the majority of the people gonna do? They gonna lay down with this nigga. Whatever he wants from you. No integrity, no morals. And a lot of you niggas on that internet talking about what you would and would not do, that's because your ass ain't represented with it. Yeah, how they gonna, this nigga Drake gay, he sucking. Nigga, you a suck dick. You ain't got no morals. What make you different from any of these other rapping niggas? I look at y'all niggas, y'all ain't got no morals. I see how y'all act out here. Y'all a suck dick too, nigga. Well, I mean, it's nigga Jake just be talking. That nigga gay, that nigga womanizer. Nigga, your ass do the same shit.
If a devil came into a contract here, we're gonna give you, let's say, at least bare minimum, $500,000. I used to make him be on it. They're gonna take it because look, they don't got no what? They don't got no goals. Like, what else they gonna do? What? Work 9 to 5?
Well, there's no truth in it. The Lord says they follow the devil. The only people you can trust is the brothers in his work. Jake done said this word just tell you any goddamn thing. They just be lying, man. They be lying. Why you think Jake loved being around people so goddamn much? So they can keep that front up. Go out and keep up this front of this image of this person they done created in their head. Nobody wants to face themselves in the mirror. Let me go. I'm going to another party tonight. I'm going to another gathering so you can show these people in the world this image you didn't create. Nigga, who are you? And when you realize you ain't nobody, that's what works. You gotta start from the ground up. That's why these dudes that's up in age, they can't get down with this because they realize everything they ever learned was a lie. They can't accept it. They can't accept starting off from a baby. And that's why I wish I stressed that so much. Unless you like a baby, you can't make it. Niggas act like Yahushua was some old dude cursing out the Pharisees. Yahushua was young, man. And his disciples was even younger. Why do you think they didn't respect him? Because you had the Pharisees that was old, open age. They was raised in the law. You know, they wasn't keeping it. They said, who's this young dude gonna come tell us how the ways things should be? They didn't respect him. Go ahead, though.
This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. And it says, Hear, O heavens, and give ear, O earth, for the Lord hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me.
That's you niggas, you nappy-headed niggas, and that's why we don't give a fuck about y'all, because in the new world, it's going to be a whole new people. The fashion of this world passing away. You got to stop looking at these people like they matter. They don't fucking matter. You go from one age to the next age. Most High is the control of these spirits. He put them back. These people have been on the earth plenty of times already, man. This current age of their existence, it don't fucking matter. They're in the world to come, that's what we waiting on. When they in their right mind. They ain't gonna have no remembrance of formal things, just like they don't have remembrance of the ancient life, but we don't. This world is obsolete at this point, man. You know, we just here as pilgrims, you know, get something to eat. You know, do something in our pastime. That shit don't make us happy. We just getting through the fucking day. Shit be wet, man. You talking to a girl, you really don't fuck with her like that. You just pass through the damn day, man. You don't give a fuck about these bitches. Because you can't trust them. You can't trust these women, man. And if you do trust them, you're a fool. Because the Lord and Solomon done told your ass out of 1,000 women, he ain't found out one. So you telling me you wasn't in Solomon? Oh, I got my Sarah. I know she would. You a fool. She ain't right. She ain't got no new body. Last time I checked, she wasn't translated to be perfect. She deal with demons too, which means she ain't right. She deal with more demons than you, because she the weaker vessel. Which means she ain't right.
She got a new body on the left side.
Test her out. How you say? What's that saying? You always gotta test out her loyalty, man. And you know what I mean? She what she says, man. You know? Tell her about the truth. Tell her about how you have more than one woman. And then basically see what she says. She go against it. No.
Just tell her to cook you something. See what she says. You ain't gotta even say nothing but the truth.
She's supposed to be a helper.
It be little shit. Hey baby, go to Chipotle, go get me a bowl.
You gonna get your own bowl.
You like, God damn, where my fucking help? That's her man, where my servant at? You supposed to be my servant. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm under the curses. So I'm on the goddamn curses. That's what they supposed to be. Baby, go to the store, go grab me, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck, I look like you're saved.
Oh, yeah. You got breasts in a vagina, don't you? But see, you be in a different age. Everything is flipped. Hey, you got it? Everything is turned upside down. Yeah.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 29 and verse 16. Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
You can't ask her to do a simple thing, you know? How many of your women gonna just come in and just grab the oils and just massage your feet? And he gonna just run up on you and do it, you know? Baby, you all right, baby? Just check up on you. Anything I can do for you? You know? Massage, you know? No, but she want it for you though. Everything is about them. That's what that song, every other city we go, every other BD go, it's all about you. She wants you to take her out. She wants you to massage her. For what? What is she giving you? Pussy? Come on, man. Any man that ain't pussy knows it ain't worth the headache. It is not worth the headache. You do it for however long you can do it, your stamina is. And then it's there. And then you want it again because it feels good. But it ain't worth it. If you can get it again, you try to get it again. You know? Go ahead. Oh, no, let's finish with this.
For shall the works say of him that made it, he made me not.
Yeah, because the Lord gave the earth into your hands, and you totally fucked everything up. Totally fucked everything up, man. I'm in the store, and the nigga woman, she ran, you know, the little, like the wheelchair grocery shopping carts. She on this shit just because she fat. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Type of world are we in? That you gotta ride around that goddamn shopping cart wheelchair just because you want to eat every goddamn minute. This is not living, bro. The minds of people are corrupted. The flesh is corrupted. Everything is corrupted under this devil. Hey, rise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Right. It is corrupted. It will surely destroy you. This everything corrupted. Every relationship with men is corrupted. Men don't know how to deal with men. They don't lead with respect. Right. As soon as you so-called disrespect them, they shoot you in your head. Oh, you just know. I was told the nigga woman plantation day, she told me dude was out with his wife. And the dude said something to his wife. He said, guys, please don't disrespect my wife. He said, oh, you trying to stand up for me? You know? Men don't know how to be men. Women don't know how to address men. No, every relationship is fucked up. Kids don't know how to reverence their parents. Parents don't even know how to parent their child. They can't even parent their child. And they scared their child gonna go to the teacher. My daddy whooping my ass, beating the shit out. And they gonna think it's abuse. Really, all you got was a belt to your backside. They gonna think you getting.
You got put in order, order.
WWE. They gonna be knocking on you, you know. I remember it was some niggas at my mom's crib, and just one of the baddest. I mean, she was fucking bad. So, yeah, I called the fucking people on my fucking mother. Because your bad ass got whooped, you know? So we live in a society, and the Lord says when you raising a child, spare not the God. So you supposed to be. Where you think Jake did that shit from? That's when I was cussing. Hey, my grandma, when I was down south, she made me literally go to the goddamn pantry and get a goddamn switch. And that shit left whips on my ass, man. I'll never forget that shit.
I had to go to the bush and pick mine.
Yeah, I'm talking about a pant like a fucking.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I'm talking about actual. And that she made sure that shit was thin.
And if that shit was too thin, you got your ass whipped more.
Yeah.
I had to unplug mine.
I'll never forget that shit.
That's true, yo.
That's in
Curling iron core.
You notice I said my grandma because the farther you go back, the more it was more
You gotta put in check.
You know? My mom, she was the belt type. She would hit you with your hand and say, hold your hand out.
Race track.
Then you pull your hand back. Nigga, move your hand. I said, no, you got me. You got me on that. You got me on that last one. You know?
All right.
Yeah. Oh shit, you you got my ass. Nah, nigga, now you getting 2 more. See, Jake went through that type of shit. Then your brother or sister in the cut lap.
Some ass, nigga.
You know? We went through that type of shit. Esau don't go through that.
Time out, Timmy. Fuck you, bitch.
You know what I'm saying? Then the daddy come home, put him in time out. This nigga
Pull in your corner.
You know? They don't learn from that shit, man. That's why they come out raping and murdering their goddamn man. They have no discipline. You know? Jake has a little bit, but now Jake don't even have that because, like we said, Esau has totally broken up the family structure. People don't beat their kids no more. Not even Jake. Jake don't even beat their kids unless it's a nigga woman in the slums or just depressed in her life. So she just beat on her kids out of stress. But if Jake got something going on with a wife working and the husband, they not beating their kids, man. They just letting their kids do whatever the fuck they want. They let their kids with these Crocs. That's it. That's all you gonna see. You gonna see the kids with the Crocs, them big ass Crocs on with their phone. You know? Don't know what the hell going on in the world. Your child got a whole Instagram and a goddamn TikTok talking about dick and pussy all damn day. What the hell you think they doing on TikTok? Because when I look at those videos, the women are shaking their head. So you know the niggas in the DM, yeah, baby, she 8 years old with makeup. No, I seen a TikTok video. They was like, oh, yo, in the comments, they was like, yo, she young as a bitch. But she was going over all this shit. But she up there, you know, because she got a big ass, she got an outfit bigger than her in the bathroom. Parents let her do.
Hey, in the Chinese shit, man, we thought it was a girl until they started speaking. They said, oh shit. Makeup, man, nowadays, man, so good. But like I said, man, it's hard to tell from a female and a dude, man.
Yeah, the women be looking like trannies because you all that paint.
Yeah. Can't tell the man or a woman.
The Lord said not to do that shit, man. You're not supposed to be painting your goddamn face like a clown. Making a nose, making your own nose with the filling and all that shit. Because these women, a lot of these women, you be thinking bad. Oh, she bad. She take that makeup on you. Right?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Just eyelashes make a big difference. Just let her put some on. She bad the eyes. You think she? Nah. I've seen a woman take her eyelashes. I'm like, damn, that made that big of a difference. That shit is witchcraft.
A lot of these women are insecure because of society, so they don't like walking around with their natural face. I done dealt with plenty of women that they have to put makeup on to feel pretty. And you could tell them, hey, yo, you dealing with me. If I'm dealing with you, yo, you look good without that. They look at that as disrespect because of what society teaches, man. You gotta have eyeliner. You gotta have big ass fly swatters on your eyes. You know what I mean? You got, that's what it's taught. You know.
You kiss on her face, you got shit all over your head.
Yeah, you can't look. She lay on the white pillows. And by the time morning come, the pillows look like somebody that shit it on.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you kiss her, you got fucking taste of goddamn powder, brown powder.
Think about it. These women are walking around with corsets, strangling their organs so they can have a shape that what they see on TV.
Oh.
And they're uncomfortable as hell. You can't breathe.
And I just noticed too, like I said, man, a guy, he said that women with non-females, he said 9 times out of 10, he said that shit is unsanitary, man. I was like,
they're not wiping their ass good.
Well, no, you can't know with them long ass
way you can wipe your ass.
You can't get up in there.
damn.
Hey, I'll tell you this. The other day, I'm in the drive-thru.
Unless you rapping to stick something with a stick.
Nah, she ain't.
Look, I'm in the drive-thru ATM, yo.
And the bigger the ass is, the harder it is to get back there.
I'm in the drive-thru ATM, and the chick is taking forever to get money. She's doing whatever she's doing at the ATM. I'm sitting waiting, trying to be patient. She's a young chick, and she got these long nails. And when it was time, you know how you press the button to get your debit card back? Because her nails were small. She already knew what time. When she went in the car and got a pair of pliers to grab the damn debit card and pull out, because she couldn't, because her nails were so long. Now, how much sense does it make? You can't make regular life decisions without assistance, because you want to look to what the system tells you how you should look. You know?
And then if you like, it's crazy because they'll put on these fake nails, but they won't grow their. If you want long, they'll just grow your own nails and paint. Like I was doing, it's just shorty. I know she got long. They like kind of long, but they're her own. They're literally her own nails. She knows them, but she'll paint them. They look nice, but they're her nails, and they not outrageously long the way she did like her hair. She just still grip shit because it's her nails. It ain't some shit that can flip off like easy.
She's gonna wipe her ass with a knuckles.
Yeah, it's crazy. Who knows how they do it? But they don't, these women don't even know. Well, some of them are starting to get the knowledge now because the internet is explaining and shit, how to really bathe and what to put in your shit. A lot of these women, they've been washing with Dove soap in their pussy, and they wonder why it was drying the shit up and causing odors. And now they find out, oh shit, we're supposed to be washing our shit with soap. Especially now this chemical soap. Our shit naturally cleans itself out. We're just supposed to wash it water and oils. But they didn't know that for a long time, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna show you about, you know what I mean, their parents, like I said, didn't tell them the right way.
Hey, I remember in middle school, smelling like fish. You walk down the locker, something smell like fish in the hallway, because the young teen he wasn't being raised right. Know how to wash their shit. Your shit ain't supposed to be stinking. That ain't normal. But they thought they said, I see my period. No, the fuck, they ain't supposed to stink on your period. That shit supposed to smell good, actually, for what your dad is. You know, but you feed a little Keisha 12-year-old popcorn shrimp. She bugged out. You know, pH balance all fucked up. She eat Fruity Pebbles in the morning, popcorn shrimp for lunch, drinking soda, poison. Everything is totally out of disarray here, man. And the men are totally bugged the fuck up. They don't know what the hell going on. Niggas still sitting in a barbershop, making a goddamn puzzle out of his head. bleeding in this shit. Bleeding, leaving. Yeah, I look good. Cause them niggas are suffering from the same disease. I remember in the world you get a present, now you in the mirror. Yeah, my shit shot. Nigga, you bugged out. You need to be saved from yourself. Cause you look at this shit now, you be like, that shit look weird. The fucking you be like, that shit looks weird. Especially when they get the spray on shit. You be like, yo, that shit looks I see what the Lord said, don't fuck your shit up.
And then look, 3 days later, you back to square one.
Yeah, because the shit will form, but actually it actually doesn't form back how it was. It just forms back into how you got cut. It'll never grow back how it was because you already done cut your shit. That's why a lot of dudes that get cut, you got certain dudes that get cut every week to maintain their shit, but then they over time is pushing it back. Because what a cut actually does, they push it back. You know? Like the brother said, yeah, it grows back because it ain't supposed to be like that.
Right.
That shit, these niggas are crazy. And you got niggas in Israel killing shit. You know?
Yo, if I may, a lot of brothers will get out of their original teachers or whoever taught them because they want to look a certain way. You know what I mean? Because they want to get a fade and a haircut and a line and get their beards trimmed up.
For a woman. For a woman that don't give a fuck about you.
Right.
She'll fuck you and fuck your homeboy.
Right.
In the same week.
They start changing the laws. Oh, you can trim it up as long as you go with the grain.
Yeah.
You know, I done heard brothers say that. Like, where is that in the scripture? Yeah?
The same shit that says, yeah, you ain't supposed to touch it with bed. Same shit, hey, you can have sex on the Sabbath. Just because you want to have sex on the weekend. Because you got some camps that say Sabbath is every Saturday. So they want to have sex. Nigga, you can't have sex on the Sabbath.
Even if you had sex the day of the Sabbath, like before the Sabbath come in,
Yeah.
it's still unclean.
Yeah, you unclean. From the evening, you gotta, hey, you unclean. In the Lord's eyes, man. What shows you y'all women ain't what y'all think y'all are. Because even when we lay with y'all, we unclean. The Lord says we unclean after we lay with y'all. Shows you how precious y'all is.
You can just tell after you did it, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, I'm not gonna take a shower, say something. But be surprised if I say something.
Yeah, that's in your spirit.
Yeah.
You had said you wash of it, but some people, you know, they'll fuck and just, you know.
And none of women get upset. Well, I know some women, they get upset. Just jump in the shower.
Women I deal with, they say they get in the shower together. Fuck that. Get your ass in the shower.
What you trying to say?
That's
I
word.
ain't trying to say that. I just want to wash my ass.
That's word. Plus, that feeling is gone anyways. I ain't horny
It's
no more,
over
bitch.
with.
I'm about to go wash.
Back to regular schedule program.
Exactly. And women don't even understand. See, that's another thing about you fucking women. See, because y'all try to paint yourself like y'all can do what we do. When a man loses his erection and he's nutted, for however long it takes for him to rejuvenate that back, he's done. There is no arousal during that period. So actually, mentally, we done with you at that moment. You women can still be, you know what I'm saying? Because they'll say, "We just done with you." No, literally, we're designed to be like that. Because after we have sex with you for a period of time, we literally can't be aroused. So really, we ain't even supposed to be on you like that, huh? You know, sometimes it's different. Sometimes you may pop chain, you go right back in every second. Sometimes you might have to wait a couple hours. Some drinks gotta wait a whole day. But they can, you know what I'm saying? That's how we designed, man.
I said, take it with the most high.
Because this new age woman shit is
Women are just like men. We can deal with multiple men too.
and every time y'all deal with multiple men, y'all fucked up and y'all in denial about it.
Yep.
Y'all are crazy. Y'all look, I told a bitch she crazy. She started laughing.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
And they'll admit it. They'll only admit it when they want to admit it.
Yeah, God.
You have to catch them sometimes. Sometimes they'll admit. I've done this with multiple chicks. They'll admit it. They'll deny one instance. Then you catch them on a certain day. You like y'all playing. She in a good mood. I'm like, you crazy little bitch. They'll send you that little evil emoji. Demon. They know they fucking crazy because they done dealt with different fucking dudes. There's no way you can deal with multiple guys and it has not affected you in some sort of way. You got memories with this guy. You got feelings with this person you had. They've done shit to you, good or bad. And most importantly, they've been inside you. So you can't, how can you get an attachment to me? You can't. Because you're going to look at me just like that nigga.
Oh, he left me, so if you leave me, I know I can overcome it because I only came here.
That's why these women don't get attached to you. Because they've been through breakups with niggas already. They're like, shit, I don't need you.
I've been through breakups. I'd never be in my pillow crying all night again. I know how to overcome it. Right, nigga? On to the next.
That's why women ain't supposed to be dealing with multiple men. So the reason why the Lord set that up, only with one. And we see the result of them dealing with multiple. They don't respect you. They look at you as expendable.
Like, we just another man. I've been here. You want to leave me? So be it. I like you, but I don't need you.
See, the woman's supposed to need you. You know? The woman is supposed to need you. And they don't like that feeling of needing you. You know? But don't worry, it's going to come back in a dramatic fashion. All these women that make their money online, when the power shut off, where you going to get how you gonna get your money? When the dollar collapse, what your money going to be worth? Bitches are fucking stupid.
Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding.
Yeah, so we can't go to the Most High and be like, why is this?
Why we got to do it? Why we,
You know what I'm saying? The Most High knows what's best for His creation. He created it. We know what's best, and we ain't crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now we of the elect, we had help in it, but we ain't the blueprint master of this. We ain't the mastermind behind this. We ain't the architect. You know, we had to be created. Most High, He is. You know, no beginning, no end. We have a beginning and end. We know that for a fact. Whether you people believe in the Most High or not, what's true is your ass has a beginning and an end. You better believe it. You know? And the only way you Jakes cannot have an end is if you go through this transition you better do. You know? As of right now, your ass has a beginning and has an end. We know that for a fact. So for you to act like you know, oh, the earth just came out of nowhere, creation just came out of nowhere. Don't nothing happen out of coincidence. You know?
You know, brother? The book of Jeremiah 31 and 22 says, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backslided daughter? For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai have created a new thing in the earth.
Backsliding from what? The law, statutes, and commandments. The ways that make us righteous in the sight of the nations. What separates us from these people? they have no laws and statutes that make them better people. They do what the fuck they want. We're not supposed to be like that. When you keep the Day of Atonement, it makes you feel like royalty. It makes you feel something. Now, it just happens that these fake Jews actually had their Day of Atonement the same day we had. Goddamn rats. But you know, they ain't keep it how we kept it. You know, niggas like they eat pork with a yarmulke on.
What's it called? What type of pork is it called? Kosher.
Yeah, kosher pork.
Madness.
Kosher
It's supposed to be the chosen people, but they got kosher. Don't make no damn sense.
Fucking oxymoron.
We feel like royalty when we keep the ways of Yahweh. It makes us feel better. It makes us feel higher than you people any goddamn way. That's what makes us feel like royalty. We keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Now I don't mess with that. And people will look at you like, oh, you better than me? Yes, I am. Because I don't eat that shit. The fuck? I'm better than you, nigga. You eat pork. You better than me because you don't eat pork. Yup. You better than me because you don't commit adultery. Yup. You better than me because you don't steal. Yup.
Yeah. Does that make you a better
That's
person?
what makes me.
I know, make you a better person.
The laws, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. It makes me separate. It makes me holy in the eyes of the Lord.
Right.
To the best of my ability, I am better than you, nigga. Most importantly, doing this work.
Nah, that's what I should
Oh,
say.
because y'all out here with guns, so you think you better than me. Yes, nigga. Lord willing, I'm part of the elect, but I know I'm better than you. I got more chance than you. What are you doing, nigga? Yeah, nigga, you know, niggas will come up. Oh, y'all think y'all better because y'all up here. Yes, nigga. Stop hating because you ain't doing it. Get your ass out of here.
He's not feeling convicted. That's what.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
Try to hate us because we being diligent. And Lord will kill niggas like that. Man. You just hate the prophets because you ain't doing it. You know? Like, y'all better than us, huh? Yes, nigga, yes. And get over it. Now you do it. And then you'll be, you know, on this side too. But no, y'all want to roll around in y'all filth. You know?
I started getting to the top. It's Jeremiah 31 and 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? Speaking of Israel. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. You know, and if a man speak on, you know, like the brother was speaking, man. Women think y'all run everything, man. You know, the brother was speaking about how y'all in high places. Y'all that secretary on the 31st floor, right? And then what you had to do, you had to go suck off the boss, and then you come home, and then you look at your man like he ain't shit because you bringing home the bacon, so to speak. You know what I mean? But that's what this was prophesied. It was going to be like that before. Look at it now. The woman is the so-called queen. Every music video you see, the dude or the dude is either singing or rapping, looking up to the woman, man. The queen of heaven spirit, man. That's why we get on you simps, because y'all don't. A man is shaping his hair up, changing the alteration of his hairline, working out, not for his benefit, putting on the so-called popular clothes, not because he actually likes to look like this. He's doing it for the appeasement of the woman, you know? And what is the definition of a woman? A servant to who? The Most High made man, he made woman. So if her definition is a servant, well, to who? A man. That's the correct one. But now, everything, like the brother said earlier, everything's upside down.
Yeah, if I want blueberry muffins, you supposed to go get some blueberries, put them in a bowl, mash them shits up. You know what I'm saying? Your day is now baking blueberry muffins. That's on your itinerary. But women don't look at it like that. Right. Even if you got a fucking job in this age, you know, I gotta get on work. I gotta start making the muffins. You know what I'm saying? Your whole day on the job. When I clock out, I gotta go to the store, get the blueberries, you know, that dough, that sugar. If she was in her right state of mind, right? Because she would aim to please you, even if she had a job. So that ain't no goddamn excuse. Like, well, we work, we tired, but you got time to do all that other shit you do. Right. I wanna hear that bullshit. Hey, it's a saying that people make time for what they want. And man, Jake can be tired, one broken leg, and the bitch he won't call him, that nigga is gonna be on crutches.
Yep.
He'll be late for work the next morning. He don't give a fuck. You make time for what you want. So there's no excuses when it comes to the ways you have much no shot. That's what the Lord said, don't be lukewarm with us. Because you make time for what you want.
I mean, we make time for the things we need to do around the house.
Exactly.
And we gotta work.
Exactly.
But it's a problem for you to cook what I like.
Right.
And that's something light.
Yeah.
And it should be to the expression of you married or been with this chick for years. She's supposed to know what you want before you want, even and how you like it. If you go with her, let's say y'all go to your family crib for one of the wicked ass holidays, she supposed to fix your plate and know how you like it.
Right.
Oh no, I know what he like. He don't eat that. And your plate, honey, it's just how you would fix it.
If I may add on, there ain't no more good, solid women no more. Because back in the day, like, say the husband came home and he had a bad day. The woman would know, okay, he had a bad day. What food he like the most that'll cheer him up a little bit? He might like chili beans and rice. That's his favorite. Let me try to lighten the load for his day. You know what I mean?
They don't even know what your favorite is.
No, because they so consumed with what scored them.
Yep.
What you do for me today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
And, they acting like the Most High said that a man is a servant.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Supposed to have your favorite song playing.
Right.
You walk to the crib, because when you come home, it's supposed to be like a rest, a peaceful
Sanctuary.
from being out here in this world.
Right.
And the mood of the house is supposed to be set for you to be at rest, peaceful. Your whole vibe is synergy. You know, like the brother said, you smelling your favorite food. You know, and that's sexy on the woman. When you see a woman doing that type of shit, they don't even understand what sexy is. When you see a type of woman, you're like, hey, you know the goddamn man, you over on the counter, kitchen counter. You know, table is set. She pouring your drink. You know, woman supposed to know if you say you want seafood, she supposed to know how to make it. If you say you want some soul food, she supposed to know how to make it. You know, you say she wants some Mediterranean food, she supposed to know how to make it. There's no excuse these days. You got fucking YouTube. I go on YouTube, I be learning all type of shit now. I ain't used to like cooking. I'll be on YouTube. I be like, shit, this shit kind of fun a little bit. Put some shit in spicy. Women, it's easy. You watch a 20, 30-minute video and you can learn how to make a dish.
Not just that.
Or you can just watch it the whole time you're making the shit.
Nah.
Women won't even do that.
I ain't cooking for you, nigga. Nigga, you know how to build a house, nigga? So why the hell I gotta cook?
You hear women say dumb shit like that. But for the men that do know how to build houses, they still ain't doing it for them. The men that actually do build houses, them niggas ain't got no meal waiting for them. But baby, I do know how to build a house. That's my profession.
I ain't building, make you no meal either, nigga.
You know? Look at him. How people do, man. Go ahead,
The book of 1 Corinthians.
Like that, you just barely make it.
people ain't supposed to look like that, man. That's a spirit of just life is sucked out of you. He got toilet paper. Go home, wipe his ass, and drink himself to sleep. Go ahead.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach.
So we do that for the Lord. Hey, we're the Lord's woman. We're like to the Lord's woman. So we're supposed to be like, how would Yahweh want us to be? How would he want us to live and conduct ourselves? Would he want us to be calling him Christ? Just like a woman calling you out your name, your woman calling you out your name. Didn't I tell you don't call me that? Right? You tell her to call you by your Hebrew name, she calling you by,
I'm gonna call you what your mama called. Then I tell you fucking call me that.
that's my slave name. Just throw an example out there. For niggas that call the Lord Christ, you're supposed to be doing being what the Lord wants you to do, you know? Right. A blameless virgin. The Lord is supposed to want to desire you like we desire women. Oh yeah, I want to come save them. You know, I like what I see there. Let me go grab them up. You know, they honoring me in the weak vessels they got. You know? That's just how a woman supposed to honor us. We're supposed to honor Yahweh Shai. How would he like the camp to be? How would he like us to be in diligence? Right? Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is
like
the
you don't
man.
want- It's like you don't want a woman making excuses. Yahweh Shah don't want you making excuses. And when he comes back, you should have shit set the way he want it set. You know? And the head of the woman is the man. So the woman is supposed to do the same exact thing for us. Jesus is my man. No, he's not. The one, his name ain't Jesus. You know? We had nut Christian women say that all the time. That's my man. I went on Lord, but man. Then when you get a man, you don't treat him how you're supposed to be treated. The scripture said Sarah called Abraham Lord. You women won't do that shit. You would not call your man Lord. Because with that comes in servitude. You serve the Lord. That's what you're supposed to be calling your husband. Lord. Because he's Lord and over you, you know? That's why back in the ancient times, some men just slap their women upside the head. And they could do it. You know, it didn't say it was right, but a meddle not another man's affair. You could have had a woman in an abusive relationship and couldn't nobody, hey, we can't get into that. He ain't murder her, you know, he taking care of her, they get a little altercation, he beat upside the head, you know. You get slapped on the lip. We can't do that. We can't go in this house and be like, look, stop beating on your wife. You know, we can't do that. Now if he breaks the law, then that's when we step in. But that shows you how men was Lord over women. You know? Right.
That's what the scripture says, what? Be not curious in unnecessary matters, but that has nothing to do with you.
Yeah, if you had an abusive husband, you just got dealt a bad deal. that's how it is. You deal with that. You better try everything in your power not to piss that nigga off. That's all I can tell you, baby. Do everything in your power not to piss that nigga off. You know?
Right.
Because a lot of you women that be in abusive relationships, y'all be doing shit that irk that man on. You know? Because most men, and they stay with it, they not just gonna be beating on their woman. Don't no man wanna lay down with no black eyes, beat ass, unless he just bugged down the head. You laying down with your woman, her eyes socket out of, you know, eye or something. Nobody ain't want that. You know? Go ahead.
And the head of,
Even though concubines in the kingdom, they gonna smell good, they gonna look good. Before you gonna lay down with something funky? Because people think when you take that's Esau shit. He took slaves and just left them desolate, looking desolate, all ripped and torn. No, man, we gonna be on that dick. We gonna be gods. We gonna be dealing with nothing dirty, man. That's why I said if one of the elect take you as a concubine, whoo, you don't even understand how big of a blessing that is, man. You gonna get to see shit other nations ain't gonna be able to see. You gonna be living in beautiful quarters, you know.
I'm not to let comfort, so like I said, they do any means, I say, to get on that side.
Yeah, because a concubine is a servant to your wife, so she's gonna be doing chores for your wife, for your wives. But she ain't gonna be out there in the hot sun and toiling and rolling. So they're gonna look at home together. And then you get that just because of one of us will desire you that day. You know, but me personally, you getting that rough slong. You getting that rough shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna be no pleasurable shit.
You will not enjoy
You will
this.
not enjoy it. Your ass is getting rammed. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
and the head of Hamashiach is the Most High.
There you go. The head of Yahweh Shah is the head of Yahweh Shah is the Most High. Yeah. You know? And Yahweh Shah did what it took to please the Most High Yahweh. He literally became that sacrifice. He understood this is what pleases my Lord. So this is what I'm going to do. What pleases Yahweh Shah? Coming out doing his work, doing these videos, being brotherly, charity. You know what I'm saying? He told you what pleases him. All you got to do is do it. We tell these women what pleases us. They don't do it. But see, it's going to come a time when we're going to literally be your ticket out of this bitch. But guess what? You don't understand. I forget that Isaiah, the man should be a cobra for the wind. We're going to be literally your ticket out of here. Be a cobra from the wind. We're going to be your ticket out of here. Your salvation. Y'all don't understand that. You women can't save yourselves. And now for you sisters that ain't got a man you truly believe, Lord is actually going to give you a man. Whether it be on the chariot or right before we get beat, and somewhere, the Lord has a man of the Lord reserved for you sisters. You know, for you women that don't want to keep, especially if you dealt with us, like I hollered at this chick, and I think it was like a year ago. I hollered at this chick at Food Line. She never hit me back. You know what I'm saying? But I still be seeing her around. And she be checking me out. I don't know if she had a boyfriend. I don't know why she hit me back or not. But at the end of the day, you missed out.
That's you.
Baby, if I'm part of your lip, you missed out.
What you say? I actually ripped up a winning lottery ticket.
Hey, for real, I'm telling you, I'm trying to help your ass out. I designed you.
Nah, please, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be out here getting, you gonna be in a desolate state soon coming weeks, months. You know what's soon? I was trying to help your ass out.
You never know.
You know, I designed you, and that's how you brothers gotta look at it. That's why I'm very picky with who I be choosing to. Like if I'm choosing, especially now, if I choose to talk to them, I'm dealing with you because I really, you know, I want you around me. Yeah. And if you say no, then damn, you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You really don't understand how much you fucked up. But you go get the little baby looking nigga with a twist in his head, tight ass. I'm dead ass serious. Look at this shit right there. All that shit from there. Nigga ain't going nowhere. Go get the little baby nigga with the tight ass jeans showing his ball cheeks. That's what they want. You know, with the pink Crocs on, a fanny pack purse.
Would you do stain drawers in the back? I seen that one time. I used to be Yeah.
Fake ass chains. Go get that nigga. You know? And you don't understand, even before we get translated, even dealing with us improves you because of the way we conduct ourselves, our speech, some of the knowledge we impart into you. Like when I deal with certain chicks, if I like you, I tell you certain foods, certain herbs. I put you on a certain music, certain healing music.
Right.
A lot of women, they be like, damn. I'll be showing them, a lot of shit I show them. They be like, damn, you put me on a lot of shit. You know? I was telling this chick last night, I was telling her about, creation and shit. She was like, damn. You know? That you put them on to certain shit, they attracted to that. You different. But if they don't want to get to experience that, then you missing out. Yeah. Like you really don't understand what you missing out on. I'm trying to elevate your ass out of that desolate dark state you in. You know? You fuck around with a man of Lord, you ain't gonna want to be on TikTok all day. You don't want to be around him. Fuck this TikTok shit. I want to be around him. When I'm around him, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's stable. He ain't bugged out. He ain't smoking weed or 24. He just cool and mellow. He chilling. A lot of people that get around us, they realize we don't really we just chill dudes. So that's y'all missing out, man.
Hey, what the scripture say? Jacob was a plain man, right? And that's the mind state, brothers. Now, all brothers got different spirits. Don't get me wrong. There's some brothers that, they might have a lively spirit. Brothers might have a laid-back spirit. But when it comes to this world, the worldly things, we're against it. So our spirit is going to be.
We're totally different from the rest of these guys. They'll notice that off of this thing. And even if they do leave you or they don't want to deal with you, if any woman that ever had dealings, I'm not trying to boast, any woman that ever had dealings with me, they be like, they miss that. They be like, because they'll go out trying to find something that they thought was better, and they'll get a nigga that may have more money or had that shit they was lustful after, and they deal with him, and they be like, he's what he has fulfills me. He may not have the most money, he may not be the best good looking, he may not, but his calm fulfills me. The way he talks to me fulfills me. The way he deals with me as a man fulfills me. He doesn't just agree with everything I say. He's gonna put his foot down in certain instances. That's another thing too. When you're dealing with a woman, at certain points, this what we ain't. Because in this current age, you gotta let certain shit slide. Because of the current age we're in. But a lot of times you put that I ain't allowing you to do that. And if you do want to continue to do that, then I'm not the man for you. And you gotta let her make that decision now. And she may not talk to you in a week, but she'll hit you up and be like, you know what? I want you. A lot of dudes don't like being alone, man. Sometimes you gotta let these bitches go, and 9 times out of 10 they come crawling back. And not because of we anything mighty, but because the Lord is making us men. And women desire men. They were created to desire men. These dudes out here, they're not real men. You know? The spirit that's within these women are desiring a man of the Lord. And when they deal with us, they sense that, you know, and you gotta take that and live in that and be bold in that. Don't just let these women do what the fuck they want. Let them know there's boundaries. Let them know there's limits. You know? If she step out of line, let her know, hey, let me talk to her like, you know, why do you want to do this? What's the benefit in doing it? Well, I'm gonna let you know you do that. I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Now you fucking with my spirit. Now that's on my mind that you doing that bullshit. You know, so you make a decision. Am I more important or what you? Well, I'm more important. Okay, cool. Go do your thing. Then she gonna come running back, and then she gonna come running back. Then it's up to you what you gonna do with her, man. You know.
This is the book of Isaiah 32. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And a man shall be as in a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest."
Yeah, that's it. The covert from the tempest. There you go. You know, why is that? Because the Lord is going to have a certain hedge around certain men, so they ain't going to be going the rest of the things these men out here going to be doing. We don't know how that's going to take place, but we know it's going to take place. The Lord is going to have us protected through most of Jacob's troubles. Where we just ain't going to be going through what these dudes going to be getting beat up, beat down to a pulp. You know, shot, stabbed, pillage, ravage, rape, all type of hung. It's going to lynching is going to be happening. Because them wild ass Edomites, they ready to lynch niggas. They going to be catching niggas, lynching them. You know, especially when the lights get shut off.
Right.
You know, see the men of law ain't going to have to endure those type of things. You know, a woman, and you with a man of the Lord, you need to cherish that. That's why you got certain brothers and elders like Brother Malcolm, they be stressing that. You know, because you got even brothers' wives that still don't look at them as how they should look at their family. You know, and the Lord did not allow you to make it off that. Because brothers, a lot of brothers, they'll deal with you just because you're giving them sex, and that's part of what's helping them cope in the flesh. Because you there still giving them sex. So I'm gonna keep her around. You know, but if the Lord came and was like, look. If the Lord came to that brother and gave him, showing him all the women that he got lined up for him in his future, like, the brother would be like, no, she ain't doing nothing. If the Lord actually opened our eyes up to show us what He gonna give us in the kingdom, a lot of you motherfuckers would get the boot. Nah, hell no, you ain't done enough. But I'm about to, oh hell no, you ain't done enough.
Yeah,
you know, we deal with you because we in this low ass state. So we extend our hand out there, look, baby, us giving you our number, that is literally, like the brother, that's your golden ticket. I got a golden ticket. That's your golden ticket. If we a man of the Lord. Because we doing the work. We ain't like these niggas out. Look what we doing Saturday evening, man. This ain't normal. This ain't what we should, you know? You got all these women, and if these women had any sense, they'll be flooding. Oh my gosh, the prophets. You know? But see, it don't work like that. And then when we get glorified, and we get new bodies, like the sister said she had that dream, all the women was looking up, and they saw a member of the elect, and they was all talking like, that's what it was 144.
You know what? Not to cut you off, sorry. But I was saying, those women that are quote unquote Israelites, like I said, they're not going to us, but where they going? They're going to IUIC, Sabbat camp, you know, and all the, like I said, all these other famous camp, you know what I mean, who they, you know, because even women in truth, how you say you gotta be like a special man, how you say you gotta be like a leader like Zabak or Nathaniel or, you know, or these bishops or something like that. You know what I mean? These are the women, quote unquote, in the truth. You know,
they like to look at their garments and shit. But they gonna realize that was a trap.
You're a leader.
These buildings, they let them go to these classes and shit, which that's all adultery that's happening. You know, lusting and all that shit. You betrothing. We ain't had time for that shit. You got women bringing their daughters to this. You betrothing yourself to her daughter and all type of madness. That's what's going on in these buildings and these camps. We ain't had time for this shit. You know? How you betrothing yourself to somebody and your ass ain't even doing what the Lord requires from you? Nigga, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You gonna die and the Lord gonna give her to a real man of the Lord. You thought you was betrothed to a nigga, get the hell out of here. You know? And that has actually happened before. The Lord has killed the nigga and gave the woman to another man. You know? Get out of here, nigga. Go ahead, Lord.
I just want to bring out that definition of covert, and I'll go back. This had on my line of definition of covert. It means hidden, private, secret, concealed. So I'll go back. Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as in a hiding place.
Yeah, because women not going to be out in the front fighting this shit. Women just need to shut the fuck up and get in, because that's what's about to happen anyways. They're going to be in a fetal position, not knowing what to do, you know? Go ahead on.
And a man shall be as in a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest.
And a lot of you women stay in these apartments. You got your own condos, your own apartments. Light shut off, power shut off. You can't communicate with nobody. You by your fucking self. Now with that independent shit that got you. You know how many women stay by themselves? And when they want some dick, they go out and fuck a nigga. You know? These women in these colleges, these women that got these good jobs, they live by themselves in these condos and apartments. What you think gonna happen? Their neighbor probably a freak. That nigga breaking through. That nigga is breaking through. He knows she there by herself. Oh yeah. That nigga grab a tool. Just in case. They gotta bop this bitch. Boom!
That's what East had done before, you know, man. Going to jail. Remember one time when he tried to rob in a dude's house and he opened up the door and pushed up and said, stop, man. What are you doing? You gotta remember that video.
Hey, Jake, the dude gonna break through, he gonna be like, look, we can do this the easy way to hard way. Let me get it, or let me bust you upside the head and get it. You know, and that's when women gonna know they screwed. You know? It's a lot of men that's waiting to break these fucking women because they pent up, they stressed out. They ain't been given the right to be with a woman, you know?
Oh yeah. God. You see what happened to that the Instagram bitch Mercedes that got killed? Remember the Instagram bitch?
Oh, they're going to the left. Come back. Come back towards me. It's faded. Hey, it's faded. Right? To your left.
What's up, God? It's all good. Hey, shalom.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, the Instagram Mercedes, I mean, you see what happened to her down in Florida. They say she got killed by a dude that wanted her, you know, and I guess he got stressed and tired of it, so whatever, he just killed her just like that, man. You know, after they killed himself. You know, I say a lot of these Instagram thoughts, man, like I said, man, they're gonna be in real trouble, man.
They ain't glory.
You know?
Yeah, because
They got liberty.
You got weirdos out here, man. That's why we got laws on rape. There's freaks and deeks out here, man. Hey, what's that? The freaks come out at night.
Yeah. They waiting too.
These people have no morals, man. That's why cannibalism's gonna come into effect. There's no morals. If you have real morals and integrity, you'll die before you eat another individual. But these people know, I will eat you before I die. What? I eat you before I die.
They said in the movie in Netflix, if you watch the platform, basically, like I said, to sum it up, how you say they got levels. Like I said, the higher, like I said, the higher you get the best food to get everything. And like I said, the lower it goes, the less food it is. And I guess even the last four, whatever, how you say, they grab the dude, they tie him up, and they eat him. But of course, they don't kill him fast, but they eat him slowly, man. You know, like I said, that's a good movie. Everybody should recommend it. The platform.
They're gonna have a little fire. They're gonna be rolling meat around. You're gonna be like, what's that?
You gonna see that?
You don't want to know what it is. Just eat it. What's that? This nigga Bob we ran into. Cut his ass up.
What was that show we was watching? It was on the 5th season where they were out of space and came back to Earth.
Oh, the 100.
The 100,
yeah. They had to eat people. They was fucked up about it too. Just to survive, they had to eat people. You know? See, the elect ain't gonna have to give it being to nothing like that. We ain't gonna have to eat people to survive. But you people out here, y'all, man, it's about to get. That's why we able to fast and take time to fast, pray to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to get fucking bad out here, man. We need mercy, huh? I ain't trying to be caught out here in this bullshit. You know?
Continuing on to verse 2. As rivers of the water, Salaki, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that see shall not be dimmed, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
Yeah, in a weary land, because this land is gonna be weary. It's gonna be sighing and crying. You know? Shit, people are already sighing and crying, man. Worrying about where their next meal gonna come from. We had the one chick in the military, the video, she talking about something, yeah, we if anybody know anybody that'll hire us, we better get on the pole. We better get up and on that pole, slide down, and work them street corners. That's always happened. Pumping that pussy always happened. Prostitution is the oldest career in history. That's always been a business. You better get the twerking and hopping. You know, because there ain't nobody about to hire you without that jab, man. We at the point now where it's the jab or testing. You know? In October, they really about to crack down all this shit. You know, Italy, they the first country that say every fucking body, private sector and public sector, gotta get the actual pass on their phone.
Oh yeah.
It ain't no other option. You work, you gotta get it. They don't give a damn where you work at. If you work, you better have this pass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. On top of that, we were talking about earlier today, man, about how Eastside is really wise because, like I said, my brother posted on social media that in Georgia, it said more employees that were vaccinated actually quit, and then again, that restaurant went out of business fast. But again, the point what I'm trying to say is, like I said, all these people that's quitting their jobs, you know, like I said, I mean, if they don't got no savings or whatever, not lasting a certain priority, or just in general, they're not gonna last long, man. So what's it gonna do? Shut down businesses? It's gonna shut down jobs and all that. And like I said, so either way, you take the job or not. Like I said, like I said, you don't have the Lord. Like I said, you fuck, because at the end of the day, you gotta pay your bills. So like I said, Esau was crafty with this shit, man. So again, Esau wanted that division. I say quit your job, you don't do this, and I say when the time comes to tribulation, man, you know. But like I said, it's a small move by the devil, man.
Yep. That's why you see so many people doing app-based jobs now.
Yep.
But that shit ain't only gonna last for so much, because what's gonna happen is when he brings down the economy and shuts shit off, when he turns shit back on, you're gonna need mark and the pass. You go in your grocery store and pick up food. You say, I'm gonna do this. You better have that mark to pick up that food.
Well, that's gonna be so tight. How you gonna do that? Ain't nobody ordering food. You know what I mean?
Generally.
They gonna be, everything's gonna be controlled. Oh no, the only food you eating is when he tell you can go out here to this grocery store.
Yeah. At a certain time, go to the bank at a certain limit. Yeah. Deposit. Uncle Bob, then you said that how you say if you get more, how you say you take out more than 600, how you say you trapped by the IRS. So.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Cracking down on how much you spend.
Yeah. But it's always been like that. Once you take a certain amount out of the bank, they just gotta go in that office. No, what you doing? Right there.
Yeah, man, we in them times. That's just the times that we're in.
It's my money, but I gotta tell you what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
We the last of the last days, man. The final hour.
Hey man, if I may, yeah, it seems hard out here, but hey, this is what we wanted, man. Because the faster this place goes down, the quicker our kingdom comes, yo.
Yeah.
We ain't tripping.
Right.
Oh yeah, of course.
You see people on the goddamn internet consuming their goddamn man. People all over bugging the fuck out. Or that one chick that came, took the shit. Nigga that came out here trying to bucket us, man. My job. Monday job. You know.
But again, like I said, before hot desire, I say we gotta go through it, man. You know, like I said, everything is earned, man.
Hey man, we gotta endure.
They say everything comes with a price.
Gotta endure.
Hey, that's what the scripture says is rock the second chapter. Like I say, if you haven't, if you don't understand this truth, that's what you need to read all the time. So right the second chapter, it says what? Before thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation.
I got a piece for that right here. It's James 1:2. It says, my brethren, count it all a joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Yeah, you gonna fall into temptations, and you know, hey, the scripture say the Lord will provide a way out of that temptation. You just want to see how you gonna react, you know. Like we brought it in Job. You gonna get touched, man. You know, they may take your kids away from you. The brothers they got their kids, they may have to take the kids out the damn house. We in them times, man. You know, when you gotta put yourself in the mind state of fuck everything except the truth. Right. It ain't no dilly-dallying no more. That's why the elders are getting on certain brothers about diligence. When they, you know, because I'm gonna come out this Saturday, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off. Hey, look, the spirit gets on you for a reason. You know your ass ain't been consistent. Right. Stop fucking trying to fool the spirit. Mm-hmm. The spirit speaks because you know your ass need to be condemned. If you was out consistently, hey, the spirit wouldn't condemn you like that. You know? Every week, you know? And if you miss, you know how to make it up. Or if you can't camp with bros in camp on Saturday, your ass go on Friday, your ass go on Sunday. Or you call up brothers to go out with you, you know what I'm saying? You make it, get your ass out there throughout the week. You make no damn excuses. You see guys be popping up like Jack in the boxes. Like, damn, where this guy been at? You got the same, dust his garment off, the same old come out like he been out. You ain't fooling nobody, man. And if we see it, we weak men. If we see it, you know the Lord is looking like, what the hell? You lukewarm, man. Go ahead, Hope.
No, that's all I have.
Oh, no, it's more.
Oh, you want me to get more? Yeah, I got you. Verse 5. This back in James 1 and 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth, I got to serve this right. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed.
See, as soon as your ass start down, your ass will get blown away. You know, if you know Yahweh shall do it, which we do know, then stop fucking worrying. Be like Denzel in the book of Eli, just walk, man.
Right.
You were blinded. The bitch tried to get, bitch, I don't need you, I'm gone.
But if I'm
you know what I'm saying? She was sneaking behind him the whole time. But he didn't even notice it. He just, because he can't see shit. But he can sense. He knew she was there, but he didn't give up. He on his mission. You know, that's how we gotta be.
Nah, I was about to say, so basically, he knew he had a job to do. He was doing the work of the Lord. Or what the Lord called him to do. Yeah. You know, and he was walking not by sight, physically not by sight.
That's a heavy move.
But by faith.
That's a heavy move. Because see,
is that not
the
spiritual?
Bible, see the Bible he had, he saw in the movie, he was trying to get the Bible. Then when he finally got the Bible, it was in Braille. He couldn't read the shit. Which lets you know, nigga, even if you get it, you still don't got the understanding, nigga. The whole time, yeah, he's like, yeah, I got this, I got the book, the last Bible. Then he got this in Braille. So he was the only one that could read this. You know what I'm saying? And you murdered him. He was a righteous martyr.
Yo, hey, he took a shot to the gut, man.
Yeah.
And he ain't cried, oh, I've been shot, none of that. He girded up his loins and kept walking, yo. So what is that saying? He's been tested. You know, and, you know, Jake out here, the smallest thing will make him want to give up. He literally took a bullet to his gut. One of the most vital places that you have to have intact to live, right? And kept doing what the Lord told, where the Spirit moved him. Keep walking, yo. That movie, and that's crazy. I tried to look it up the other day and I couldn't find it, yo. But that's a spiritual movie.
You know? You can't be wavering and doubting in this thing. You gotta know where you going. You know? Where we headed is to the kingdom. And through the kingdom is the straight and narrow. Right? Few there be that find it. Broad is the way that leads to destruction. Right? That's all.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what they do.
Verse 7, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low. Because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. Continue.
Yeah, speak on that.
Oh, you know, right? It says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You got to know what you're doing. Like we just bringing out the movie, Book of Eli, Denzel, he knew he had one course, man. And no matter if a woman threw herself on him, no matter if he got harmed physically, he knew his course was to keep walking to his destination, regardless. And at the end of the day, out of one Rapazai, Lord will we be the men and we are of the elect, the Labaharium, the elect, you know. We are on a path, regardless. Like the brother said, we out here on Saturday confessing the truth, man. Saturday's the day where everybody, you know, usually off on Saturday, you do what you want to do to relax and this and that. What are we doing? We staying on our course. We staying on our path. We doing the work. Hey, we gotta work to feed ourselves. When we get out of work, what we doing? We pressing record on that phone, pulling out more scriptures, continue to do the work. And we got other things we have to do because, hey, we in the change of darkness. But we realize what the name. I always say this in my videos. The name of the game. We will remember what the name of the game is, yo. We still got to continue to do this work. At the end of the day, before everything finished, we still got to stay on our path and not waver, not go to and fro like the book of James has said, you know?
Yeah, the Lord speaks about counting the cost before you even come in this thing. So now your ass got to cast that check. You've been talking a whole bunch of shit. We've been out here talking, well, okay, now you got to back up. You got to be a man of integrity, a man of bull. You've been out here prophesying. You say you're a prophet of the Lord. Now back it up. Don't be out here bitching like the other motherfuckers. You damn sure ain't supposed to be taking the potion. You know? And telling the congregation to take it. You definitely not a man of the Lord. Ain't no man of the Lord gonna take the potion and then tell people to take it. That ain't no man of the Lord. That's a demon.
Right.
With big ass shades on. You know, big ass bandana. That's a complete demon.
Looking like outsiders and shit.
You can't even see the nigga eyeball. You know? You don't know if the nigga cross-eyed it. The eyes are the window to the soul.
Right,
You're supposed to look at a man and see if he lying.
Right.
This nigga eyes can be going all type of ways while he's saying that shit.
He's looking like the Legion of Doom and shit.
Yeah. You can't even tell if he's true or not. Yeah. You know? Because you can tell when a nigga lying when you look him in his eyes. Yeah. And this nigga is lying. Yeah.
Hey, if I may, all them fucking wicked ass rappers that done gave their ass up to Esau, what they do? They always got their shades on, pitch black shades, got their whole body tatted, you know what I mean? But you walking around looking like these damn rappers, yeah?
Second Ezra 7:1. And when I had made an ending of speaking these words, there was sent to me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before. And he said unto me, Up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am about to come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on my power. Then he said unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But the entrance were narrow, and like a river, who then could go into the sea and look upon it, and to rule it. If he went not through the narrow, how can he have come into the broad?
Yeah, how can you go into the sea and rule it if you go not through the narrow? You can't. Hey, to get to that rulership, you got to be brave enough, like knights. That's what it took. Knights, they used to want to conquer people, rule over a kingdom, but they had to fight. They had to go through dark forces and shit, fight motherfuckers. You look at them night movies, you know. You got to conquer this villain, king off of all this shit. You know? Go ahead.
Come. And it says, verse 6, there's also another thing. A city is built and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things.
That's the kingdom. Full of all good things. We got a city, you look down, it's a beautiful city, gold streets, beautiful weather, beautiful fruits and food, chariots flying around, all type of wonders. Just freedom, and you can see it. Oh, I'm going there. And then you start walking, what is it?
And it says, there is also another thing, a city that's built it, and is set upon a broad field and full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow.
It's a narrow entrance, though. Only one person can get in there at one time. It ain't no big ass. It's like that. I can barely go through that shit. But if you want it, you gotta find a way to get through. Go ahead.
And it says, the entrance thereof is narrow, and it's set in a dangerous place.
It's set in a dangerous place, so it's all type of demons and dangers that can get your ass if you go down that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All type of villains and shit, man. All type of shit. But you gotta, hey, if you want that, you gotta go through. You know, you gotta be brave enough to go, not even brave enough, you gotta have the faith to go through. Right? You know? Go ahead.
It says, and it's set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there was a fire on the right hand and a left a deep water.
So if you fall off this bitch, one side you gonna burn to death, the other side you gonna burn. The sharks gonna eat your ass. You know, you're like, damn, if I fall off this shit, I'm fucked. Either way, you know. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 8, it says, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could be one man go there at once. If this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he had never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance?
So if you don't go through it, how you gonna get it? You just gonna stand and look at this shit. Fuck. You know, that's what Jake doing. I want this, I want that, but you ain't doing the necessary steps to get to where you gotta get to. You gotta go through. And that's the point we're at, man. We ain't waiting on Jacob's trouble. We here, we in Jacob's trouble.
Right.
We already in Jacob's trouble. It's just the beginning. We here. You know? You gotta go through this shit. And all these people are fucking down, man. Especially these fucking Edomites, man. These people are fucking disgusting.
Lord, the love.
Faggots walking around prideful.
Smiling at
They
you.
finna be burnt up. They finna be toast out this bitch. Even before the nukes come, they gonna get murdered and slaughtered.
Right.
They think shit is a game, but see, they want you to feel bad for them with all this shit that's going on Earth. What? People right now getting drunk out of their mind throughout America, wherever they may be, Cali, Virginia, Vegas. You know, people at the clubs and the bars trying to escape reality. Yeah, my job, man, they want me to get
If I met shit getting so fucked up, they can't even get high right? Because you know they put fentanyl on everything, so they can't even enjoy it. These niggas can't even get high.
trying to escape. In California, just said, look, you ain't coming to the bars without a job in October. So niggas is about to lose their goddamn mind. You can't even go get a drink. These niggas go.
You know what the wild thing is? Remember, even during the pandemic, it was what, the ABC store. That's the most vital thing in America, man. What's good?
Well, no, I mean, not to cut you off, Sloppy, but some people live for that Friday night, that Saturday night to go to the bar. You know, those songs just got paid. Friday night. Yo, some people are the man for them 2 days in that bar. Yeah. But from Monday to that Friday morning, they ain't shit, so they live up to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they know the bartender. They sit in. Even these strip clubs. Jake be going to these strip. They don't even. Like I heard of New York. They don't even go for the strippers. They go for the bartenders. They say the bartenders be making, because the bartenders they be doing extra shit to keep the men coming back. You know, but they live for these type of vices to go out and do this type of shit. That's their escapism from this goddamn world. And when Esau take that shit, they gonna lose their fucking mind. They ain't gonna be able to deal with reality. Murder is gonna skyrocket, rape is gonna skyrocket, robbery is gonna, all type of shit is gonna be happening out here, man. You're seeing it now. These Edomites bugging out. We're gonna fucking take over America in October. Like you said that Edomite. I watched the second part of that shit. These niggas talking about Trump still gonna get the president. We're gonna take over America, and you just there ain't gonna be no new world order. It's gonna be a new American. Nigga, sit your ass down. You're Edomite. Accept the fact America's done. They ain't fighting for man. Ain't no fighting for America. Man. Y'all finna die. As soon as y'all take up arms, they gonna mollywop y'all ass.
My brothers and sisters, America.
What the hell was that?
That was Michael Myers from Halloween. You remember when
That
he big as
nigga 12 years old, big as a bitch. That nigga was big as hell, man. Go ahead, I'm on
And it says, verse 9, it says, if this city is now given unto a man for inheritance, if he had never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? And I said, it is so, Lord. Then he said unto me, even so also is Israel's portion.
Hey, that's the Lord, that's our portion. So the Lord said, okay, y'all gonna get the kingdom, but y'all gonna get it the way I want y'all to get it. I ain't gonna, and the Lord said he ain't gonna have no spoiled brats as children. You gonna work for it. We've been working for it. We been getting our ass kicked. Just, you know, we just been getting our ass kicked. We only had a short period of time of peace under Solomon. You know, a little peace under David, but really Solomon, like 40 years, something like that. We ain't had shit. No, ever since then, we've been broken up. We had little kingdoms in between our slavery, but that ain't shit. People been bugged. We ain't had rulership over earth. We ain't been sovereignty like that, man. You know, we ain't had shit. We ready to get the fuck up out of here, man. This is hell. The vehicles and trash always need maintenance. You gotta deal with traffic to get to your destination. People are bugged out driving on their phones, talking. Like people literally getting their vehicles and don't know where to go. You'll pass them and they just demons on the road.
Next thing you know, all of a sudden you be in a car crash. You don't even know. It's a matter of seconds.
I'll be passing you. You just having a full conversation. I'll be like, you know what the fuck? Let me get the fuck to my destination for these motherfuckers run me in the goddamn lake. You know? I hate driving, bro.
I drive for my main job and I do it, man. So imagine what I see all day, man. This is just an obstacle, just trying to make it to your destination.
I can't stand that shit.
You know what, man? It was better, man, during that pandemic, man, because what? You seen less traffic, man, but ever since that shit died down, traffic been terrible now, man. I missed that pandemic.
You got all type of bug outs behind the wheel. A lot of these niggas ain't even got license. They just in the vehicle.
God, that's true, God. The cops be doing their job, be checking them. I mean, they do something real stupid or nothing.
I see one bitch, she like a crackhead today, she just pulled out. Stop. And she just
woman, forget it.
And then she put it was an Edomite check. Then she put a cigarette in. And I'm like, these people bugs, bro. I'm like, these people are fucking bugs. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Pure darkness out here, man. It's a blessing to make it back home every fucking day, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you can have anybody run up on you out this way, you know? Go ahead, bro.
God. And it says, verse 11 says, because for their sakes I have made the world, and when Adam transgressed my statutes, then was decreed, and that now is done.
See, so that's why we're not over there in that good place. The Lord letting you know, look, he made the world for our sakes. But Adam fucked up. But that's why Yahushua had to come and clean it up. And now we're finishing on from his stand, you know? But the Lord says, no, this is all yours. You know, I created all this for you. You know, but it's a period where y'all fell away. And to get back there, you got to go through a dangerous, you know, straight and narrow path.
Right.
For real?
And it says, then was the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail. They are but few and evil, full of perils.
It's real small, real small. Oh, right there? Now it's gliding through. Towards the left of the it's still there. It's hard to see the shit.
Alright, so ain't got no
Yeah,
black.
that was real small. There you go, man. Yeah. Put my finger at that. Yeah, you see it?
Yes,
Oh, I see it. Yep. I see it right there. It's more brighter than that. Hey, call on y'all by some of y'all shot.
yes.
It's gliding too.
Yeah,
It's moving.
yeah, it makes it so bright. You can see that thing confused.
Yeah. Came back around because y'all missed the first one. Go ahead, Mother Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a faith boost.
Let's see, going back to
See, we doing the right thing.
verse 12, and it says, "Then when the entrance of this world made narrow, full of sorrow and travail, and they are but few and evil, full of perils and very painful.
Keep going.
But the entrance of it says, but the entrances of the elder world were wide and sure, and brought immortal fruit. And if then they that live labor not to enter these straight and vain things, they can never receive those that are laid up for them."
So we got to labor to get it, but we'll never receive it. And we at the end, man. We at the end of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? We've been out here prophesying for years, man. We're ready for this shit. We thought it was over with Obama. Remember when Obama first got, we like, Obama, this it.
Yeah.
You had niggas saying Obama the Antichrist.
Yeah.
You know? We just knew Obama. We said, yeah, Obama. Yeah, Obama. This is it for you motherfuckers. Nope. You had to get another fucking nigga. Then another nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Obama had 2 fucking terms.
Yep.
You know? A fake Negro president.
Yep. He ain't one of us.
He ain't do shit. Go ahead, though.
Verse 14, it says, "Then they that live labor not to enter those straight and vain things, they can never receive those things that are laid up for them. Now
Yeah,
therefore,"
that's another one. That's another one. They real dumb. Now they out here, man.
You got it.
Yeah, my son is amazing. I got license.
I got a stick.
Light sensitivity, but I have 20/20 vision.
Yeah, I got a stick.
You see it.
Anything with a glare, it messes me up. Yeah. Anytime it's a glare, it messes me up.
verse 15, it says, "Now therefore why distinguish thou thyself, saying that thou art but a corruptible man? And why art thou moved, whereas thou art but mortal? Why hast thou not considered in thy mind this thing that is come, rather than that which is present?" Then answered I and said, "O Lord, that bearest rule, thou hast ordained in thy law that the righteous shall inherit these things, but the ungodly should perish. Nevertheless, the righteous shall suffer straight things, and hope for wise. For they that have done wickedly have suffered the straight things, yet shall not see the wise."
So they not gonna be able to inherit the blessing because you wicked. So you still got white people going in slavery, man. Right where you fucking belong, in pits,
Right.
in chains, away from life, so you don't fuck up shit. No, well, we got here, because all you do is fuck up shit. Go ahead.
Verse 19, "And he said unto me, There is no judge above the Most High, and none that have understanding of the highest."
Look. You got demons over here.
Younger than Trump to go. We gonna just run over the people.
He came down this way already.
Yeah.
Out the window.
Yeah.
Rapping and shit. Go ahead.
Verse 19, "And he said unto me, There is no judge above the Most High, and none that have understanding above the highest." You know, how you say, a lot of people talking about something, why would God do this, or can we talk to God about situations like that? You know, according to Isaiah, I think it's 55 or 58, where it talks about how, that you can't understand the Most High. Because, how you say, you don't know his ways.
Satellites.
But, going back to
satellite gonna bury your ass.
verse 19, and he said unto me, There is no judge above the Most High, and none that have understanding above the highest. For there is, and it says, for there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them.
See? Many that perish in this life, so they don't matter, man. And they already dead. They ain't got no way. In another realm, they dead, man. Keisha up the street, Bobo up the block, he dead. That nigga ain't even there. You see him smoking and drinking. That nigga ain't there. You see him, but he ain't that nigga too.
Another round, this place is burnt out.
It's all too. You having conversations with people that ain't even gonna be here in a couple months.
Right.
You niggas is out of here. It's all we through this bitch like pilgrims.
Yep.
You know, the kingdom of come was for eternity. This
Right.
is temporary.
Yep.
But people can't perceive that in their mind, but yet they'll look at history in different ages that have occurred. Those civilizations ain't here no more. None of those civilizations are here anymore. It passes away. One world passes away for another one to enter.
Right.
No new thing under the sun. This bitch is passing away, man.
Hey, second half of 69, man. It's written before time on this side, but it's already happened. We're in another room.
You can feel it. It's nothing here fun anymore, man. You know, football games on, them shits is back. It ain't like how it used to
Shit is trash.
It ain't like how it used to be. The excitement of it ain't. They got super teams in the NFL now. Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Football, and I'm a football fan. That shit is not the same, yo. It's just not.
It's trash, man.
Basketball been garbage.
Yeah, that shit been.
You know what I mean? Football.
Hey, the
trash.
Lord making market that shit because they got a clip of the referees in one of the games last week. Nigga forgot his mic was on, and they talking about a play. And you know how the announcers are talking. You can hear the referee on the net, and he like, well, we just gonna say it was, and then it cut off. And they were like, oh, shit, we got to the net.
Yeah,
that shit got millions of views on YouTube. Niggas will come like, yeah, this shit rigged.
It's been rigged, yo.
They told about one of the police like, well, and it was a Jake ref. He like, well, we just gonna say it was, and they cut. Oh shit, he shit on this shit. Shit is all fake and rigged, man. Everything here is a lie.
Hey.
All them calls y'all be mad about, man, that was a missed call. Nigga, they missed that shit on purpose.
Hey, America, what's the old saying? Believe none of what you hear, only half of what you see, man. This shit is fake, man. It's WWF, man. Or, excuse me, WWE. Change to WWE. I'm old. I'm showing my age.
A nigga got there, he out for the game, he got an ankle injury. Hey, shut up, man.
He in the bar chilling with a torn ACL, right?
Get the fuck out of here. You ain't hurt, nigga. That shit rigged. They just don't want you in the game this game.
Even video games aren't the same anymore as they used to be back in the day.
Video games are rigged.
I say.
Yeah, the video games are rigged. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas. It was some shit what they was doing on Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty where a nigga can lag the game. You try to shoot the nigga, your shit freeze. And this nigga, I see the niggas was on Grand Theft Auto, right? Trying to kill niggas. This nigga pop up in his vehicle. He got a cheat code, he pop up in your vehicle. Like, who the fuck wanna play that shit,
How you
man?
cheating in the game?
You can't even win. The nigga, you trying to run for the nigga, and he pop up in your car. Ain't shit fun no more, man. You can't win, like, you leaving the lobby. You just, man, I'm out this room, man.
Hey, not even that. Okay, let's just say play that game, right? But hey, before you can get the game, you gotta patch the season pass, or you gotta pay extra.
Right.
Buy the DLC just to
to
get
get
one
to the
character.
next level.
Yeah.
Hey, like you said earlier, the food ain't good no more.
None of that shit good.
You know what I mean? I was bringing it up about a month ago, I guess. I had got ordered a pizza.
That meze was straight to the
I love pizza. See, and that, but see,
But
hold
see,
on.
we was
That should be on and off.
that was
though.
coming off. That was coming off the fans though. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. So everything was good. But I ordered a pizza. The pizza gets to the spot I'm at. I open it up. It ain't even sliced.
Oh, it's just a whole.
It's just a whole pizza. And this is a spot I order on the regular because they don't cook with any pork. That's so-called allowed. I opened the joint up, and luckily the spot I was at had a pizza cutter. But that's what I'm saying. The food ain't even enjoyable no more.
everything's
man.
a fucking joke.
You know
Too
what I'm
much
saying?
no evidence.
Yeah, everything's fucking a line, fake hat.
I called them. They said, "Oh, my bad." Word, my bad. All right. Watch this.
You get fucking shit going back to the game. Shit, I remember the clip because I was watching the clip, and the niggas in the lobby, they would leave the lobby, but the niggas somehow would find them in the next room, and he just kept going.
They
He just kept popping in there. They're like, this nigga keep finding it. He keep killing their ass, man. So it ain't fun, man. You know, niggas just cut the game off, just cut the whole game, change your IP. You know?
He said, yo, that nigga keep finding me.
No, that's true though. No,
You would leave, because you know how you would have loved if you
played
played Grand Theft Auto, you would be in a certain game with a certain group. You would leave that lobby and go to a whole nother.
Yeah.
This nigga popping up in the shit because he got they fucking IPs.
I'm surprised, nigga.
Or you get fucking scam calls on your phone from Elamites.
Ain't shit fun.
I know, man. That's,
They
man,
got
that phone shit is terrible.
They got a fake company, right? It's propped up as a fucking credit company, but really they stealing this shit.
Okay.
We give you a loan. We give you a loan. Just give your security. We need your social security. They'll ask you this shit on phone. We need your social security, name, number, ID number, and you got niggas giving it to them. Yeah, dumbass
Yeah,
nigga.
brothers need to be careful about their emails too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You
I be
might
getting these group text messages just keep popping out of nowhere. I'm like,
Everything's
you
fucking.
can't get rid of them unless you delete, but it doesn't matter if you delete because they keep popping
Yeah,
out.
well, you got if you got PayPal, if you got any type of money transaction thing, read your emails, man, because the PayPal they're scamming. If they don't say your name, be wary. Watch the print because they everything's trying to snatch your money.
See, I got a whole nother email to where it ain't subscribed to shit. So anything that comes, I don't even get emails. It's just I got one for the main YouTube. That shit's full of shit, but I got another one I make sure it's just separate. So you don't get shit. You know, but even with that, and then all this shit is fucking corrupted.
And it's about to go anyway. So
This shit's not enjoyable, man.
I just got a notification. It was like, yeah, iPhone fucking, your shit has been compromised. There was a leak. So all y'all, what the fuck?
So how do they know?
All this shit is corrupted, man. Go ahead,
That's
bro.
what you just live in the moment, man. I say scriptures that live day to day, man.
Oh, that's a beautiful scripture the brother pulled up.
What do you read?
The brother Kazak Ban Yahawada, Isaiah 24:10. Oh yeah, I'll bring it up.
You can read it right now. All right, go. And it says, verse 21, and it says, for the Most High have given straight commandment to such as came what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment.
Shit, they got virtual porn now, where niggas is watching anime cartoons have sex, and they getting off to it. That's a category. Like you can watch Goku from Dragon Ball Z, fuck Sailor Moon.
I was just thinking that.
And niggas is like,
I was just thinking Goku going off
and
with the Super Saiyan.
she busting. It's a whole shit. I ain't watching, but you know, you got big breasts and big butt. And, you know, it's wild shit happening, man.
That's the world.
Niggas
man.
is getting off to cartoons having sex. That's what turns the nigga. And you know who it is? Them goops. And that's the anime weird ass Jake. They anime. Ooh, I want to see Sailor Moon get fucked.
Hey.
I want to see the Powerpuff Girls get fucked. Yeah, up that little skirt. Yeah, bitch. You know, this is how crazy this society is, man. They wouldn't have that category if it wasn't popular. Only popular. They making billions of dollars off that shit. Fucking Goku, turning Super Saiyan in that pussy. You know? Niggas is crazy, bro. Niggas is crazy, bro. That's why this place has
Take
got
off
to
his
go.
glasses and Lois Lane.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Superman. Yeah.
Take your glasses off.
You stupid.
Oh, Batman's coming. Yeah, they put him on the train on that bitch. You know? Go ahead.
And it says verse 22, nevertheless, they were not obedient
See,
unto
you
him.
got games, they got like PC games and niggas is living. They had a documentary on MTV a while back. It was called My Life. It was an old show, My Life Addicted To. And it was certain people that was just addicted to shit. These people were addicted to this certain game to where you create a person in the game and you living with you in America. This motherfucker in Japan somewhere. Y'all
Sim City?
Nah, this was like, this makes Sims look, because Sims you can't play with other people. This was like you playing, you talking to people and shit, and you got a whole life with this nigga, and they just addicted. That's all they life is in the game. Like these, they did not have a life outside of the game. They was who they people were. They even dress up like the people in the game. They sit, yeah, honey, you know, it's crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. Go ahead, bro. That's why you had that one group that died in China in the gaming lounge. They found him dead, and he would not get up. He didn't get up. They say he died playing. He just sat. A young dude he died from playing the game. He just said, "Now how the hell you dying?" And you should.
They said, I think it's because your body. How you say we set him out, sit there for a certain body.
But see, you should feel that and be like, "Let me get my ass up." But
I see he ain't got him.
nigga head leaning.
Hey, he's still with it.
Still pressing buttons.
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Something man about these Duke man, like I said, man, they masters at the game, man. So
yeah, they not rap too tight. They say rap too tight. Go ahead.
They don't got no feelings. Verse 22 says, nevertheless, they were not obedient unto him, but spake against him, and imagined vain things, and deceived themselves by their wicked deeds, and say of the Most High that he is not, and knew not his ways.
Yeah, y'all try to justify y'all wickedness by saying the Most High ain't real. You know, but we finna find out real soon. We finna find out. Go ahead on.
And it says, but his law have they despised and denied his covenants and his statutes. They have not been faithful and have not performed his works.
Nope.
And it says, therefore, Ezra, for the empty things are full of things. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told you shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen that now is withdrawn from the earth.
Where?
And whosoever is delivered from the aforesaid evil shall see my wonders.
See, hey, the Lord has told Ezra the whole end, and the bride is the elect, and we trying to see the wonders. We're trying to get the fuck up out of here. We're trying to explore the work, the universe, the galaxy, which is what this Esau calls this shit. That ain't the name of it. That's what Esau calls it, you know, because that's a Greek word, galaxy. It's like he named the planets and shit, Pluto, Venus. Nigga, how you gonna name the fucking planets? After Greek shit, Uranus and Jupiter. Who gave this nigga that charge? And people are still calling. That's how you know this man is in power. Who the fuck told you to name the planets? The Most High created them. You ain't create them shit. The name of them planets, we don't even. A lot of them probably don't even got names. The elect probably gonna be named them. What the fuck is you talking about? This nigga's crazy. The Milky Way. You got a candy called the Milky Way, and you gonna name the Milky Way. This dude is crazy, man. The black hole war. It's a black hole because he calls it a black hole. You don't know what that is. We don't know what it is. We didn't create it. Yeah, it's just a black hole. You go in it, you disappear forever. How this nigga know? How this nigga know what that shit is? How he know what's on Jupiter? How he know ain't no life on Mars? How the fuck you know what's on Mars? There's no water. There's no grass. There's no nothing. We on the moon. Get the hell up out of here, man. Then they'll have a whole, the moon look like a whole bunch of pits in the ground. Nigga, you don't know that.
Nah, it's Photoshop, you know. Somebody even explained. I think
he got a whole bunch of holes in the moon. You know?
Yes, it's all Photoshop, man. I remember, I'm not sure y'all brother, but I think that one of the brothers posted it, if not y'all, posted about the Earth, man, about how they use Photoshop with the clouds. They put in this cloud here, and after that they Photoshop it to another section. I was like, damn. Yeah. Oh yeah, on NASA website. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So we really don't even know what the Earth really looks like from outside. And it says,
could you imagine getting beamed up out this bitch, man? Come on, man. You can't put money on that shit, man. There's no price for that. Get beamed up out of this fucking hellhole, man. And then for the brothers that died before the church, they gonna be coming on the church with the angels. That's crazy, man. That's a blessing. You know? And death is not what Esau has taught you death is. You know, you just translating from one vessel to the next after the Lord deems your time to enter that next vessel. And you're not up there for long. You're only up there for a little bit, man. Because time ain't like it is down here. You know? Go ahead. And when you up there, you probably don't want me to come. You like, shit, don't send me down there. You chilling. Scriptures tell you at rest. And you don't crave the things like you crave in the flesh. See, you think you be missing shit. Up there, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't in want for nothing. The spirit don't be craving this shit. It just be your flesh. Niggas think they get to heaven, they craving a big booty bitch. Nigga, that's fleshly shit, man. Spirit don't be concerned with that. Go ahead.
God, and it says, verse 25, and therefore Ezra verse 26. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens which I have told thee shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she coming forth shall be seen, that now is withdrawn from the earth. And whosoever is delivered from the foresaid evil shall see my wonders. For my son, Yahushua, shall be revealed in those that will be with him, and they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years.
See, there you go. Go ahead.
After these years shall my son, Yahushua, die, and all men that have life, and the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days, like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain. And after 7 days the world that awaketh not shall rise up, and shall die that is corrupt.
See, that's that completion. That's that old fashioned being done away with. You know? Being put to dead, man. And for a new earth to come, you know? Hey, the book of Revelation says, one earth passes away, but another arises, man. You know? A new heaven and a new earth. That's what we're looking forward to. You get that Isaiah 24 too.
Yeah, real quick. Brother, when we speak about how this world is just finished. This is Isaiah 24:10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. Go up more. I'll start at 6. Isaiah 24:6. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, a few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh.
Yeah, see, we've been signed, but y'all ass gonna be signed when we joyful. Because the more destruction that comes, the more happy we be. Like, yes. You know, we be mad as fuck when the false flag don't do what we wanted to do. We be that ruin our whole damn day. Yeah, we thought the fucking first lockdown was it. We mad as hell this bitch had opened back up. You know, we understand now it's the mercy of the Lord. You know, the Lord, you know, that's the hand of the Lord. But shit, when this shit had locked, we wanted to just
Well, the second lockdown is going to be a definite lockdown.
yeah,
We know that for sure.
And with that, you get more understanding. You know. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm gonna start from the 5th chapter. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate.
There's a so-called white man run the earth with law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shai. Hell no. Nigga he run the shit how he want to do it. This nigga sitting in the throne seat.
I want to do it this way. GMOs, nigga. We making fake meatless burgers, nigga.
The scripture say he exalted himself like he is God.
You know?
Kool-Aid, motherfucker.
He make up his own shit.
You don't drink that shit, though.
He damn sure though. He let his low levels do it. You know? You see the bug out eating much down drinking Coca-Cola, Pepsi.
Tang.
Tang.
Tang, you said Tang.
That shit is the worst.
You know?
It's funny. Sunny D.
Kids got Capri Suns with bugging the fuck up.
What's some frozen popsicles? The those ain't nothing but sugar and death in it.
They got the SpongeBob shit, eating the eyeballs.
Oh yeah,
with the fake gum.
What's the back in the day before SpongeBob? I know what talking
And they got the Sonic Jinx.
That shit is
They got
nothing but
Sonic
dirt
and
and
Turtles
poison.
those Jinx.
You know, and you wonder why the kids, fuck you, mama.
Yeah, the Ninja Turtles, that's what it was, the Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles.
the little turtle shit. It's the car in the front driving that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget about the music.
This is how mad. This is how mad the society is, right?
Racist ass song.
Yeah, this is how mad it is. You got an Issachar right playing the Negro racist song with some poison in the freezer.
Right.
Like this society gotta fucking go, man. This society has to fucking go.
Right.
Go ahead. Let me get a captain. We got a grown. Let me get a cat and a man.
Hey, still.
And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, Salakia. All the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of the tabrets ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Oh, that's the spirit. I was just about to say, the liquor is horrible nowadays, yo. Like
It ain't real.
It is bootleg. It's not. You can taste the coloring, the additives in it. Yo, that's the spirit, right?
You look at some ballers of wine. It should be $20,000, $30,000. So what the fuck they giving you? They giving you that shit for $20. They giving you some bullshit.
Me and my cousin was in the liquor store one day, and there was 2 bottles of Hennessy next to each other. One was lighter than the other. We was like, what the fuck? One was lighter than the other, and the dude broke it down. Because you know niggas love Hennessy. Hennessy is a cognac. Cognac is a brandy that takes time to age. So many niggas was buying the Hennessy up because the closest Hennessy place. Is that one right there? That might be. It might be.
It might be a trip,
But hey, it takes years for a brandy that's aged into a cognac, and the dude at the liquor store said, "Hey man, everybody buying damn Hennessy up, they got to speed the shit up." So we seen 2 bottles of Hennessy, one lighter than the other, because they got to fill it with caramel. So that might be a cherry.
That's a cherry.
Yeah,
It's moving too slow.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's dimming a little bit.
The city of confusion is broken down. Every house
Hey,
is...
but shit, Chick-fil-A. They got a bitch said she found some shit in her meat. And then they investigated, they said it's a shortage on meat. So they using like bad parts and conjoining.
Tell me that. I was about to...
Hey, but shit. Hey. I don't fuck. Yeah, that's a cherry. That shit dimming out. Hey, they up tonight. Shit.
Nah, it's all the way down.
Right by the tree. Right behind this tree. Right behind this tree.
Yeah, it's moving. Yeah, that's a cherry. It's moving way too slow. It's almost slow. It's stopping almost.
Yeah, that's definitely true. They out tonight.
They call all y'all about you
But yeah, man, hey, well, fast food. But anyway, all this shit is fucking bullshit.
It's behind a tree.
That's what something. They probably will come across it. But shit, you know, hey, that's what you best food to eat for real, Mediterranean food, Middle Eastern food.
Yeah.
East Indian, they keep their shit healthy.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's above the light.
Above the light.
Let me finish this out.
The elders say they eat East Indian food every kid.
Yeah, right. If over there, there's a shop over there. The shop, that's easy right there.
Me personally, I only like certain Indian food. But they got cuisine restaurants and shit.
I like East
Instead of eating that nigga food, man. Nigga food is not what good food. I don't know where niggas get this idea that this concept of how you grew up that's good. That is not good food.
Oh, snap, girl. I was gonna say the thing I like about East Indian food, you know if it's bad. Because the spices they use and stuff, you can't eat. You know when curry is bad, when you know all that stuff they use. You know, because it's so strong. Once it turns bad, you know.
That tang.
Yeah, you know it. And you know, and people that know about rice, they know when rice ain't no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nigga food is high in sodium.
I think that was the point.
Hot sauce all over the plate. Whole bunch of cheese and the macaroni and cheese. fake ass dairy, you know. Soul food, that shit is slave food, man. Y'all niggas don't know how to eat.
Hey, finishing this out, verse 10.
They showed you what soul food get you in the movie Soul Food. Big Mama, she been cooking all that, eating all that goddamn soul food. Her ass in the bed, she died in the goddamn movie.
She passed
From the fucking soul food.
mac and cheese with 2 mac.
This is what the brother brought out. Verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. You know, and that's what it is, yo. There's no more happiness. I mean, for us with the spiritual eye, there's no more happiness in this place. Everything's bugged out, man. Everything is just tarnished. There's nothing authentic or organic. You know, there's nothing real here, man. It's all a facade, man.
You got some more? We gotta wrap it up.
I got some. We're going back to Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3. And it says, I'm sorry from verse 2. Isaiah 2 and 2. It says, I'm sorry from verse 1. It says, and the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, concerning Judah and Jerusalem, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord house shall be established in top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills.
Yeah, the house of the Lord is the government of Israel, right? The kingdom. It shall be established for the rest of these bullshit ass kingdoms. France, Italy, Germany, all this bullshit, man. The NATO. We tired of this shit. Y'all see what y'all did to the earth?
White people. White people.
You done fucked shit up.
Y'all under true
wearing
Israelites, you need to
masks
come
when
back
they
home. Come back home.
People wear masks when they fix that. That's what he has done to the earth. Y'all wonder why society so fucked up. Look what y'all did to it.
Yeah.
Right.
We ain't had no say in this shit. We still trying to figure out what our names are. We just came back that we Hebrews.
Right.
Nigga, we still got English names, Spanish names, French names. We don't know what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Y'all control this shit. And look what y'all did with it.
And it says, and it shall be exalted
But
above
we supposed to take the potion and stay here. Get the fuck out of here.
Stay in servitude, right?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here. And he about to do away with the jobs. He got AI bots. You ain't even about to be working. This nigga wants robots at the goddamn. So in China, you go down to, it's a robot taking your order. And they go get your food and shit. In China is already in the new world.
They got robots inside the hotels over there in Japan, man, where they just serve robots that serve.
Yeah, they already in the new world. They got the social credit.
Wow.
You can't even get certain shit without a certain amount of credits. And they show you that in that episode, the Mirror, Black Mirror. Everywhere she would interact with people, and they would like, and they would vote her down. And her rating got so low, she couldn't even get certain shit. Just from a fucking bad social rating. That's how it is with them groups.
Yeah.
I didn't like your interaction with me.
This like
2 points now, bitch.
he's stupid.
And you like, fuck. So the whole episode, she was trying to act a certain way, like, hey, you know, like trying to make you feel, and it backfired on her. Like, nigga, they were
One star.
and she tried her best, but it wasn't averaging out. So she ended up bugging out at the end of the episode. Esau puts in his shows what the fuck he wants. That Black Mirror shit, he put all his shit in there. So
That's a good ass
Netflix,
movie.
they got the chick. They got one with the episode. They put the chick in the girl head. She able to see shit. You know, he put all the shit in that Black Mirror shit. He got one. It's an episode with the killer robot chasing a bitch with a gun. The whole episode, she can't escape this bitch. You know? China already got all this shit. Now, America got it too. They just waiting to pull it out the warehouse.
And it says, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, come ye, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he shall teach us his ways, and we will walk in the paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
And that's what we need. Y'all ass gonna keep the Day of Atonement. We're gonna teach y'all the fast, my friend. And you better not drink. You better not fucking drink or eat.
They're gonna drink on their first atonement. You already know that.
We want your mouths fucking dry. We want your heart stolen. And you nations are weak. So you know you Esau, but Esau, you gotta do it too. You a slave. You already ain't getting nourishment like that because we ain't feeding you like that, and you still gotta fast.
Look. And on the Day of Atonement, we gonna have bad water around you. See if you bite.
You might just put a giant jug of water,
some cold looking shit.
You know what I'm saying? Use spiritual power and just
Have them working in the river.
put it
Right, you better not sit none of this shit.
put it in the middle of the plantation.
Because I'm gonna have hopping Bob on your ass.
I wish you would.
Cross the gun line.
Yeah. Wish you would, motherfucker. Do it. Hey, we gonna play with y'all like
Tell about the
that.
gun line, man.
That shit gonna be fucking funny. That shit gonna be hilarious. You gonna see it, nigga just trying to hold himself up, legs weak. They were talking, bitch. Another one bites the dust, my lord. He out there just laid out.
The funny shit is if Day of Atonement's on a Sabbath day, back to back.
Nah.
They gonna learn how to
It's gonna
keep
happen.
these
It's gonna happen. You already know it's gonna happen.
We gonna be perfect, so we gonna be straight. Y'all gonna have problems with the Lord. So there you go. We'll end it there, man. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, so with that, hopefully brothers was edified. It's a beautiful lesson. I know that brothers was catching hell on the Day of Atonement, but at the end of the day, like I say, everything happens for a reason, and also, like I said, to better our souls and to forgive our sins. You know what I mean? Like I said, to keep pushing, man. Like I said, we suffer. At the end of the day, like I said, this is part of the trials and tribulations that we go to. It's like that we got, but at the end of the day, as long as we still in this truth and has the truth and to keep pushing, we just gotta keep pushing, man. Because at the end of the day, we know that society is falling. Like I say, we gotta keep our integrity. Like I say, guard ourselves like a man. Like I say, never get too weak, man. I say, and don't let those demons get to us, man. So with that, like I said, hey, thankfully, like I said, brothers, like I said, kept the atonement. Like I said, brothers still going strong, man. That's why it's important when brothers are down. Like I said, to what be in the spirit, like do videos or be on the highways and because at the end of the day, the truth ultimately is what keeps us basically intact, man, not this world, man. So with that, hopefully brothers was edified. It's a beautiful lesson. But with that, of course, we're gonna give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh. We say double honors to the elders of Great Millstone and Blue for teaching us the truth. And of course, we say peace, blessings, and salutations to you, Achaemenid, that's pushing this truth. Throughout the four corners of the earth, to the best of abilities, with that we say Shalom.
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 Wolf of the ball.
Shalom.